Good.
Hey gamers. It's gaming time. We're playing D&D.
Damn right we are.
Yeah.
Yo.
So we got Adam. He drinking.
Hi.
Do have.
We
How
got
we doing?
James.
I'm here. I'm ready to play.
We got Jack. We got Piper.
Hey, yo! Hi! Happy Easter, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody. It's Christmas.
Merry Easter. I hope you get lots of eggs. The kinds with the cream in it.
There's one in your house. Somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah,
find
I put it there.
Hopefully it was decently priced. These days, I don't know.
Oh no.
But
Something feels different today, Matt.
something does, but we'll get to that as we play. So,
Alright.
going in, let me get my notes pulled up.
Wait a minute.
Sorry we're late, by the way, while I'm pulling this up. James was kind enough to get me Foundry. And so we will have that. And so we'll have music.
Well, your music.
Yes, my
Not-
music.
Yes.
James has just been running playlists generally.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah. So you'll actually have my intended soundtracks going forward. And Foundry, if you've ever used it, is notoriously hard to set up. So we took a bit there. But yeah, so last session was just kind of running through the days, making preparations for the upcoming battle with Vice Admiral Gwendolyn Vestra and the Unmaker. So you guys had about a week to just do things to get ready. You sabotaged the frigate that was in port,
I'd do it again.
using Alamir's transmutation magic to make 21 of the 24 cannons totally inert and unusable. And Emmy used Decompose to make the keel of the frigate waterlogged, rotten, and a good hit from anything will totally rip it apart. You guys also gave some of the gallium bullets to Marvari, the blacksmith's apprentice, to sabotage the Unmaker's repairs, which were successful. However, the master blacksmith was unable to remove the Unmaker's crystal from within them. You also met Nevia's parents and shared a meal with them, and learning her actual name, which is Violetta. And then Ivanoth and Emmy met with the mute mage that was in town.
Nah, it didn't get to meet her, but she seemed nice.
No,
Yeah,
you
you met her.
No, you did meet her. You don't remember that she looked like a vampire.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Upon learning that she was a vampire, Emmy, being a cleric of Byra, who is the enemy of all undead, sought violence.
I lost my cool guys. I did.
To which Silence, the vampire in question, cast Modify Memory on Emmy to remove the knowledge permanently that she was a vampire. But yeah, also Ivanoth got in contact with Alamir and also Theros to get their spell books and got a whole list of new spells.
I spent about somewhere, I think right around 3,000 gold, and almost 8 entire days worth of time to learn
Yes.
spells.
Basically, any time that you guys were not doing something, Ivanov would be in the tavern transcribing spells. But now he has a huge list of spells that he can use.
Yes.
So we left off on the 19th of September, which is the day that Sigmund is coming back to port after you guys commissioned him to go and get supplies, depth charges, other means, some napalm, I believe.
Oh yeah, 100%. We got napalm.
100%.
And he contacted you saying that he had found someone who was willing to help out. So, jumping into it, as you guys awaken on the morning of the 19th, you see the
So good.
a cold morning, as it always is here. And you do your standard morning routines, have breakfast, just prepare yourselves for the day. And as you head out of the tavern, which on the map is the tall, sort of triangular building, you guys see approaching the docks is Sigmund's ship.
Oh, thank God he made
Wait.
it.
Yes.
If we didn't get those, we would have fucked.
We were turbo fucked.
Yeah.
And
But not anymore.
he comes into port. It's early. You guys know you have a busy day ahead of you. With Kelfor planning to go out and plant those depth charges, which round trip will take most of the day. But so it's early dawn. The sun isn't quite up yet. And you see the ship come into port and Sigmund swagger off the deck and drop down to greet you all. Says, "My friends, I come bearing gift."
You son of a bitch, you made it.
It's a handsome voiced angel.
How was the
That's-
trip back?
Quite safe, actually. We were quite surprised. Nice weather. It's got a storm going in, but clear seas and skies coming home. Plus, it was made a little livelier with some company. Come on down.
Is it,
And
is it them?
this is the adventurer I told you all about. And as he turns around, you see stepping off the deck and onto the dock a taller Anoran person, the only one you've seen so far being Dop, who had shrunk with age. She was quite small. And so
You mean
seeing
Emmy's favorite person ever?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so seeing the a normal, like, adult Enorin being like right around 5'10", is a bit shocking for all of you. Being
Oh
the
my.
second Enorin you see. And of course, if everyone could welcome to the couch.
Whoa.
It's broken, but we got
Adding-
room.
We got
Everybody
plenty of
scoot
room.
over.
You know, permanent addition to the table, Julia,
Julia!
dressed in character attire.
I eat bugs.
That's him.
That's him!
That's him, officer.
Julia, if you could describe your character.
Hello. So, Anoran. So, axolotl-y, tall, lean, a lot of melanin, so black in color.
Ooh.
Antennae. Wearing like a mixture of like chainmail and leather armor kind of thing. Splint armor. Being kind of cool, but not actually that cool. I don't know. My name's Moss. Hi.
Hey.
Sorry, that's not super smooth, but it's me. So
Yes.
Nothing about this party is super smooth.
I can assure you of that.
It's beautiful.
And you can also see that with the sun having not fully risen yet, you can see a series of markings across Moss's body that are slightly illuminated, as Moss is bioluminescent. They glow in the dark.
Cool.
That's rad as hell.
Oh, I also got a big hammer.
Also has a big hammer.
We gotta go meet-
Nice.
You're gonna love.
There
You
we go.
gotta meet our dragon.
Yeah, no, like I just kind of look over at the hammer, sick, and I turn around and show my hammer. I'm like, yeah, put
Yeah,
a
and you
lot of
see-
money into this.
This hulking dragon man has a giant hammer on his back, a maul with the hammer being adorned with the skull of a dragon. The horns of the dragon arching back to form the sort of pick on the back of the hammer.
That's cool.
Hey Matt,
And yeah, yes,
can I flip a coin for Emmy and you call it?
sure, Tails.
All right, tails. Tails. Emmy faints.
Oh no.
Emmy faints.
She does that. It's
She's-
normal.
Abby,
You're
come
sure
on.
she's okay?
She does like the Peter Griffin lay down, where it's like, you know what I'm talking about?
Like the Family Guy
Yeah.
death pose.
Yeah, the Family Guy death pose. She just looks like a chalk outline.
That's okay. She
Uh,
does that from time to time.
Yeah,
She's got a
Okay.
condition.
yeah, that's Emmy.
She really likes meeting new friends.
Yeah,
Emmy, wake up.
Okay.
Come
All right,
on,
let me-
come on, Emmy.
Which, yeah, if we could go around the table and introduce and describe all of your characters
Well,
for Julia
let's-
and Moss's sake.
Let's start with who Moss shares the most in common with. All right, Drac. Go up ahead.
what?
Yeah, you both
Big-
have hammers.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a good
Actually-
point.
If
All right,
anyone would
going
like
up-
to make a nature check on Enorans, you could.
All right. Anyhow. Do I have good
Emmy, I would
nature?
give you advantage on this.
Because they're her favorite. They're the
Well,
most beautiful
yes.
creature in the world.
Geographically, share similar areas, so it would certainly be in books.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that there are Enorans where Emmy lives.
Yeah.
All right. You said advantage. Oh, heck yeah,
7.
baby.
I have an intelligence of 7.
18.
15?
Yeah, 19.
Oh, 19. Anyone else rolling?
I
Yeah,
got a 26.
I got a 13.
13. So Ivanoth and Emmy would both know that Anorans are distant descendants of the auspices, the dragon spirits of Shenwu.
That's right.
So the
Exactly. So, Drac,
descending far
introduce your
from the
I also have dragon blood.
Well, yeah, you're after Drac.
Okay.
from the eastern dragons. So the more Shinron-like dragons rather than the European dragons that Drac and Ivanoth descend from.
Like noodle dragons, not like rar dragons.
Yes.
Serpent dragon.
Yes, actually.
Yeah, the antlers, the tails, all that. So actually
Yeah,
a lot similar to Drac.
very. Yeah,
So,
comparatively, yeah.
go ahead, Adam.
Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, my name is Drac. Dracul Glowglow is my full name, but I go by Drac. As far as that goes, I am a very, very tall dragon, half dragon. Probably standing about 7 feet, 4 including my horns. But nonetheless, he is the tank of the party. He likes hitting shit. And as far as what I would say to you in character, probably it would just be along the lines of, like, I like the vibe you got going. Seems like you could bring something pretty decent to the party. How long have you been using that?
My hammer?
Yeah.
Since I was able to successfully claim it. So a few years.
I like this. Okay. Cool. For the most part, that's all you can tell about Drac, other than, I mean, just the red scales, the hulking figure. You do occasionally see a pulsing, almost magma sort of thing going on with his veins. Standing next to him is a little bit toasty. Like, you get pretty warm, but, like, other than that, yeah.
So you say you're pretty hot.
Yeah, I've not gotten that one just yet.
And I've just sent a picture of Moss's hammer.
That's not a hammer. That's a
That's not-
pick. What the
Yeah, that's
fuck?
a, that's a
Oh, that's
pick.
cool.
There's a blunt side to it.
I like
There
it.
is-
It's
there is
also
a
still
blunt side to
considered
it.
a hammer.
I know. It's like a war pick almost, but I like it.
Oh, dude, that pick, we could totally tag team on that. Like, just you hit the pick and then I come down, hammer it in like a nail. Oh, good stuff. But yeah, anyways, this is, as I had gestured to Ivanoff.
Hello, my name is Ivanoth Goldscale. As you see, mostly normal human-looking guy, with bit of a interesting outfit. I'm about to send it. Shit. Let me send it. But bright red hair, crimson cloak, and you notice, although he looks mostly human, there is patches of golden scales all across his skin. Mostly one scale on his face, and a lot of just random patches across his chest.
And they're golden.
Yes.
That makes sense for your name to be Golden Scale.
Very fair. Had to hide them for quite a bit, but I decided I liked showing them better.
How did you hide the one on your face?
Most people just didn't notice because it blends in with my skin a little bit. It's only one tiny scale.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
But yeah, a lot of magical energy also coming off of him.
Yeah.
It's wonderful to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Glad we have enemies in common with the Navy.
Yeah.
Kelfor?
No, it's me. I'll go ahead and post an image of what Kelfor looks like in chat as well. But you see a very tall, lanky-looking fucking cat guy.
I thought you said a picture of Drac.
Yeah, that's
That's
Kelfor
Sorry,
right
mine-
now.
That's him.
I was late in posting mine. I apologize.
But you see like a very like kind of like a
Ooh,
burgundy red coat on with like a purple vest, a little purple scarf as well, with a red bandana and some dreads behind. Has like a little red necklace. Is a tabaxi, so one of the tabaxis is he's a calico, so he has like random blotches here and there of different colors. And on one side of his arm, you'll see like a mechanical thing surrounding the right hand side. That is all about punching. And on the left hand side, you'll see like in bandages wrapped is like oil, or not. It looks like oil, but it's like ink dripping off. Yeah, and I would just walk up and be, hi, my name is Kelfor. Are you sure you're ready to take on this navy? It is of your admiral, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just making sure
Why not?
because I like that attitude.
Better going on.
I was
I'm
in the
like,
I
oh.
was in the right part of town, so. But very nice to meet you. Glad that you came. Did Sigmund promise you anything when you're out here, like money wise or anything?
He kind of did, but I'm not that worried about it. I'm really trying to find more of these like giant rune information things.
Giant rune?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
remember
rune
hearing.
giants.
I remember hearing you were asking a lot of questions about Goliath culture.
Yeah, so really just
giant runes. Okay.
seeing things. Yeah, not
Yes.
runes of giants, not runes that are giant.
Gotcha.
They might be giant. They might be giant too.
might be
Who
giant.
knows?
They might be giants.
Sometimes they
Build a
are.
little
was-
birdhouse in your
kidding.
soul.
Well, it's very nice to meet you. Good luck and what's about to happen, and hopefully we'll be able to do more stuff afterwards if you survive. Good luck.
I probably will. I'm
Hey,
great.
there.
Like the confidence.
Now that's a good attitude.
We
Love
need-
the
Yeah,
attitude.
confidence is key.
I've not died yet.
Yeah,
You're so right.
To be fair,
a few of the others
You
said
can
that
prove
too.
that right now.
To be fair, I think each one of us has come close to dying at some point.
Well, I was
Yep.
about to say a few others in the past said that too, but well,
Didn't go well.
Well, that's what we're here for. Anyways, Emmy,
Yeah.
you awake yet?
Uh,
I'll do a
just
little.
kinda-
I'll poke Emmy.
you see the looking over to the unconscious child. You see sort of stepping up, you see this tall, broad, muscular woman, red hair similar to Ivanoth's, golden eyes, and you can see a lot of scales across her body as well. However, these are a bit lighter tone than Ivanoth's gold. They seem to be bronze. And she's no weapon on her, but she has wrappings on her hands and feet indicative of a brawler. Says, "Hey, I'm Ares. I'm with the party. Used to fight in the Colosseum in Lindstrom.
Beat the shit out of a child too.
Beat the shit out of all these guys.
Not me.
Not.
Not you. Not
I'm
ever.
the child. I'm
But-
the child. He
We
beat
still got to run that back.
Yeah, that one and the big guy beat the shit out of.
the-
Nope.
Yeah, I got my shit locked.
No comment.
No comments, huh? I got plenty of comments, but not right now.
Well, you can shut up.
You got a comment? You could shut up.
But yeah, I also tank in the party. And
We're gonna have so
you
many
see
things.
trying to wake the wake the child up is also a tall, well-built Goliath woman who manages to wake Emmy up, and she stands up and goes over and shakes her hand, and she says, "Hi, I'm Nevia. I'm the Kelfor's friend, first mate. They I'm traveling with them. I'm I fight as well." And you can see she's got a long, sort of curved sword on her back, that is strung as well. It seems like a bow that doubles as a greatsword.
Rat.
And just and this is Emmy over here. Piper.
I am so excited to meet you. I'm so excited. You are beautiful.
Thank you. I blush a little.
And you could see that Emmy's eyes are going to not necessarily your weapons, but they're going to your physiology, that you are so stand out, and she is a kindred spirit in that, because Emmy is a moth person.
Similar antenna.
Yes, she has antenna. She is roughly in between the ages of 12 and 13. She is the shortest in the party because of her age. She is very frail looking. She is a cleric. She is a you said it's a grave cleric.
Yeah, grave cleric.
She is a grave cleric up to her goddess Spira, which is the goddess of decomposition, of rot,
And winter.
and of winter. She does not have wings. That is a misconception. She does not have wings. She has antenna, 2 arms, 2 legs, pale gray skin. The whites of her eyes are black, and the colored part of her eyes are white. Meaning she does kind of squint a little bit. But are you able to see her art, Julia?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's good.
that's her in her cleric vestments. That is her chibi. And going on to her familiar, she has a poisonous cane toad familiar.
Like,
She
big.
Yeah.
Big ol', yeah.
he's
guy.
very large. He usually he will slap his little hands together on her clavicle and kind of ride like a backpack.
It's okay. She's poison proof.
Yeah, I'm poisoned. Yeah. If you see,
There he is!
There he is. There's the boy.
Where is it?
Oh,
I can't see. Where is it?
Matt's holding him.
Oh,
Oh,
so
yeah. There he-
cute.
There he is. He doesn't look like a traditional cane toad. He looks more like just a giant toad in general, but he is poisonous. Emmy's skin is like crushed velvet, so water naturally glides off of her as well as poisons. She is cold resistant, and she then proceeds to see that everyone has showed off weaponry. So she very quickly takes Hopper off of her back. Hopper introduces himself.
Oh,
He
no.
can speak. Hopper can speak.
Oh.
He
How
is able.
delightful.
He is able to do so through a magical item that was gifted to him by a magical tailor. Hopper looks at you with slow eyes, blinks one eye at a time, and says, "Good day, fair warrior. Hopper. Wonderful to make your acquaintance. This is Emmy. We love you."
I love you.
That's
This is
exactly.
amazing.
That's the one thing I'm like, Julia's gonna say that first thing when we meet Harper.
Mhm.
Hopper slowly, his eyes look to Emmy. Another strong ally. We'll all be safe. And he proceeds to open his mouth very wide. He is a bag of holding. Emmy reaches in and begins to realize a weapon, 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 weapon. She starts to Looney Tunes pull things out. You see a mason jar of teeth. You see another mason jar of teeth. Feathers, rocks, bones. So many
Malted monkey
bones.
bread.
Lots of
A
monkey bread.
lot of yeah.
Moldy monkey breath.
It's fine. That's none of your business, Matt. And and then you see a scythe. She begins to pull a scythe out that is made of bones, different bones, lots of bones.
Like even the sharp part.
The sharp part is metal. She has thought about alternatives, but it would have to be a tusk of something.
It'd be like horn.
You can do a
It
dragon
could,
tooth.
it could be a horn, but
Yeah, hold
teeth,
on.
especially
Oh, God,
non-living
no.
especially non-living teeth, are hollow. So that is her reason. It is made of metal. But you see that the scythe is comprised of bones, and it has a lot of different tidbits on the end that when she slams it down, it jingle jangles.
The sound of
And-
rattling bones.
Yeah, she pulls out also her. She calls it her moonbeam. Pizza cutter is another name she uses for it. Matt, what is it called? A chakram?
Chakram, yeah.
Ah,
Chop-
yeah.
Which is just like a pizza cutter, but without the handle that you throw.
Oh, okay.
Big
So you
circle.
I don't-
throwing disc.
Yeah,
So
big
like a sharp frisbee.
Yes,
Yeah.
actually.
Yes.
Pretty much.
I don't. Emmy says, I don't throw it often. I'm not really a weapons user often, but I can cast Moonbeam from it. So I use that with
Yes.
this.
Her and I are our resident mages, so.
Mm,
Yes. I
also
do not.
I know
I
a
do-
lot of mages.
I do not
You
deal
can tell by
much
the
damage.
roots.
I cannot deal a lot of damage unless I try really, really hard. But
Well, when you
I'm a-
do try hard, it's terrifying.
yes,
Yeah.
my magic of choice is the good kind of necromancy,
Natural decay.
natural decay,
Yeah.
such as the way that that mom would want. It is. I'm so excited to meet someone like you.
I'm excited to meet someone like you.
Emmy has this moment where she looks at everyone and she's like, "Hug? Yes?
Hug?
Wait,
mean,
you
we
look at
don't-
us for a hug?
Like,
Can
you
I
want
hug you?
us-
You want to hug me?
Yes, so bad.
And it won't. You're like not.
Poison.
It wouldn't
she's
hurt
not
me
po-
to hug
no.
you.
No, so
Oh,
long
no.
Okay.
as so
I got
long
scared
as
with
so long as
the
Hopper
cat.
did. So long,
I-
no, that's only when she chooses to use said magic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and grab Hopper, just to
Yes.
be safe.
Kelfor can hold Hopper because Kelfor has furry paws. The poison does not touch his bare skin.
Okay. I was like, my skin absorbs things, so
That
I'm
would
gonna
be
not.
real bad.
Vulnerability.
As
Wait, your skin
as
absorbs
you
things?
as you
Like
explain
a salamander.
Oh, okay.
as you explain
Yeah.
that to Emmy, already hugging you. I don't how Emmy is would probably be to your waist.
Amazing. You know, I don't know if you guys ever get hugged by children, but you kind of just pat them, and that's
Yeah.
what's happening. It's just kind of
Yeah.
like an
Yeah.
awkward. This is amazing, but also weird, and I don't know. I'm just gonna.
Hey, at least this time she asked for permission. Usually she just goes straight in.
You see
Yeah.
you see
Yeah.
Hopper slowly blink one eye, then blink the other, and he says, "All right, dear, come back." Come back. And she does like a sorry and runs back to Hopper, and she picks him back up.
I'm holding him. I'll just drop him on your head,
Perfect.
That is
like
where
where
he
he
stays
usually
a lot.
goes.
Yes.
It's a hard balance, but
bird?
he can't. He
Yeah,
can't.
this is Kevin.
Sorry.
Yeah, Adam has a bird named Kevin.
It's censored right now. Yeah.
Yeah,
he's-
Kevin is blurred out.
There he is.
Yeah,
I saw
Kevin,
the dog in the background, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
dog, cute
There
dog."
he is.
I wasn't expecting
Kevin has
bird.
a real problem
He's
with
shy.
flipping off the camera, so we have to censor Kevin sometimes.
Nah,
But
Yeah,
Kevin
he's
was in the
flipping
Yeah.
bird.
yeah, he's allowed to be here.
Sorry, I'm so
Hey,
sorry. I got
Kevin.
very distracted by
There
Kevin.
he is.
Kevin. Hi,
Hello.
Hi,
bud.
Kevin. Say hi,
Oh,
Kevin.
Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. We love you,
Hi,
Kevin.
Kevin.
Don't say
She's
anything
an absolute-
discriminatory. Hey, Kevin, don't say anything outlandish now.
She's an absolute drama queen. But yeah.
But speaking of
Rat.
pets, there are a couple others in the party.
Yes.
God, I didn't know we were going to introduce
Yes.
them yet.
Oh, we better.
As well.
Yeah, sure.
You see, generally kind of hovering around Drac is a small clump of rocks with a like amber core in the center that seems to be where they're all floating together.
Yeah, this is Brocky.
He's an earth elemental.
Yep. Yeah, he's been with us for quite some time.
Actually,
Not really. Not really been in much combat, but he's been,
Nope.
he's
Well,
just
they're
been
precious.
chilling.
That's the same with mine.
Yeah. Floating around Kelfor is similar sort of shape in this sort of wisp. Seems to be the sort of core of condensed green magic with as snow kind of falls around it, you see it get caught up in this small little wind current that's surrounding it.
And this is my friend Thurby.
Kirby?
Herbie
Turby.
Kirby?
with a T.
Turby.
Turby.
Kirby.
So Kirby with a T. Okay, Kirby.
Kirby with a T, like turbine.
Okay.
Is a
Turbulent.
elemental. He's been around for a bit, and he is really good if it gets hot. He just blows wind in my face. It feels great.
It seems like we just need one more, and I'll get out my tea weird.
Oh,
Oh,
we get to introduce
Tea
Ryan
weird.
West.
You have a what?
A T weird.
It's like a water elemental that just wants to make tea.
That's
I've decided to
amazing.
name her Tiffany.
That's
Funny.
amazing.
Emmy starts crying.
She has a
Beautiful.
water elemental that
Cal-
makes tea.
Calfor realizes
That's
that this
amazing. I didn't know that was a real thing.
God.
It looks like that Pokemon. It looks
Fantastic.
like a fucking teacup.
Yeah, Poltergeist.
Yeah.
Calfor's
Oh.
finally
Is it
realized
the-
that
is it
wait
in
a
the-
minute, this
oh,
might be a
God,
permanent
there it
party
is.
member.
Um,
Man, we need a
God.
lightning elemental and a fire
Chiefy.
elemental, and we'll be all sorted out.
Well, Ivanov, remember, you have yours.
Yes, this is our good friend, Midas. As you see, a full-on mandrill baboon, with a blunderbuss on its back.
I gave him that.
let him keep it.
As he just goes up to you and goes,
Unfortunately, Midas can't talk, but without the Hopper, let him wear it. She takes
bow
off
tie.
his bow tie. It actually was turned into a bandana for means of adventuring, and she puts the bandana around Midas's neck. Midas, say hi.
Hello.
Why?
he's a stand-up gentleman. He's been an absolute pleasure to work with.
He will protect your
Truly
ship.
the nicest Mandarin I've ever met.
Absolute demon in chess.
Yeah, demon at chess.
The best
if anyone
chess
tries to get
player-
in your room, he will shoot you on sight.
Just
Hopper's
the best
even had
chess
trouble.
player. Why would you say that?
Huh?
Why would you say
What do you mean?
Why would you say that?
I mean, I was
He's
just...
gonna talk my ear. He's gonna talk my ear off tonight about it. God.
Remind me next
Well,
time we're in town.
I don't know.
Remind me, everyone, next time we're in town to hit up Jacques for a bandana just from Midas.
Of course.
Yeah,
we need to.
that happened before we met Midas.
True, that is true.
With introductions underway, though, thank you for joining us again. Greatly appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead, unless you guys have stuff to do. I'm gonna start laying bombs out in the ocean.
Are you gonna need
Do you
help
need
with
help?
that?
I would appreciate
With-
it, but if you guys
I have
want to keep
water
an eye
breathing.
out.
I have water breathing and also a swim cloak, so I'm faster.
Well, no, I have water breathing for people who can't normally do it. I have the spell.
Oh, frick. I don't have that.
Well, you don't need it.
Frick.
Moss, you said that you want to learn more about Goliath culture, right? Well, let's say there are a decent bit of Goliaths here. Nevia has a family here as well. If you want to go ahead, maybe speak to Nevia more about it, or possibly, Nevia, do you know like a great place where Moss could learn more about the culture?
Well, my parents probably wouldn't be much help. They don't really know magic, but
Do they have a yearbook?
That would be helpful.
I mean, unless they went to Arterius College.
Yearbooks are like the menus that they give you at school, right? When you finish a year.
Pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Yes? Question mark?
Like
Menus
I
menus.
don't, I don't
though.
know if menu's a good word.
Well, I don't know. I never
I,
heard
I
of it.
think,
Like
bro, I think
consumption.
I like
informative. I think dictionary is the word you're looking for.
I never got to go to no fancy maid school. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Well, considering where we're going soon, I can definitely show you mine.
It's true.
says, you could potentially speak to Miss Marvari or the Master Smith once everything is taken care of with the Unmaker. A lot of smithing tools.
Possibly
use
runes.
use runes. So that may be a lead.
Okay. So maybe after we do all this business and destroy a navy. Yeah, that seems. If you're cool with that, with waiting a little bit, Moss.
Of course, yeah.
Are sweet.
I have nothing but time.
Well, if we're gonna be going together, well, because we're gonna probably leave a ship out there.
Yeah.
So we can have our decoy on it. What was the decoys called again? It was like Imagine. Yeah. I just take it. Just it's like imagine, but take out the. Let's.
Im-
Spelled
Let's
like
go.
mage with an N at the end.
Would you guys mind? Is there anything we need to do other than plant these bombs?
I mean, we still have the problem of the Unmaker.
We did sabotage him, so we could possibly take care of him now.
I think we need to. But more than likely, wherever he's getting repaired, it's going to be pretty heavily guarded. Either that or he's already repaired. But we need to find out where he is first.
That's true. Is the ship of the line back currently?
Yes, it is. It is now back and in port.
We don't have any leads on the Unmaker, do we?
We do.
Well, we have
We know he's
people who
been
directly.
repaired by the master blacksmith.
Yeah.
And Marvari has kind of been your contact with that,
Perfect.
where she's able to sort of pass things along to him.
Good deal. All right.
That's how you got the gallium bullets to him,
Right.
To sabotage the Unmaker, or to plant them so that he will be sabotaged when he's when those gallium pods are struck.
The thing I'm worried about is trying to go for the Unmaker currently is the ship of the line is at port, and if we do something, the ship of the line could just start shooting at the town.
Well, is it the ship of the line or the frigate that they have?
Both are in port now.
Both are in port. Oh, God.
Yes, but the frigates, pretty much all of its most essential cannons are null and void.
You guys pretty effectively sabotage the frigate.
So really, it's only the ship of the line that poses the biggest threat.
Yeah, the ship of the line is the big problem. That's Gwendolyn's flagship. So you assume that's what she'll be taking to do the ritual.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of, since you guys are on the docks, you can see in the sort of newer docks that the Navy had built, you can see it there. It's massive. And you can see that there is a repair team working on it. They seem to all be Navy.
Cool.
I can put a blight on them.
Not yet.
Well, hold on.
We'll get to that.
Not yet.
One thing we could do is sneak up on top of the sneak on the ship of the line, sabotage it. Not as long as it did the frigates. We probably can't do much to the cannons, but we can maybe hide some tar bombs on there.
True.
I do have extras. And another thing we could do... I'm trying to think.
Well, thankfully, with Olamir's assistance, I also know a good bit of transmutation now. So, you have even more hands to take care of more of the cannons.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's great to hear, actually.
I figured maybe it would be helpful since I'm here.
In the Garrix that we went to, did we see any uniforms of Navy?
You didn't see any laying around, but you would assume if there were any, they would be there.
Yeah, is there a laundry room that we saw or anything like that?
Are we about to Scooby Doo this?
You didn't see a laundry room. You were just in the main hall.
Cool.
But one could assume they have one, a wash station at least, since they've been here for 8 months.
We could do a double cross on Gwen, say, hey, we're not going to mess with your ritual, but we're going to kill the Unmaker now if you're cool with that.
It'd be a
I mean, we
hard
could try that
bargain.
ploy. But after what we said, I don't know.
We can certainly try, but I think at this point, every bridge to that opportunity has been essentially burned.
Yeah,
And
we burned
even-
it pretty well.
Even then, who's to say that would have been a trap?
Yes, Drac is absolutely right. There is a high possibility, even though I do believe she frankly doesn't like working with the Unmaker, that it would have been a trap.
Stupid freaking robot.
God, me and you both.
Hate,
You made me look bad.
hate him.
And also knowing Gwendolyn, while she said she didn't much care for the Unmaker, and she was willing to, like, if it was to guarantee that you guys wouldn't mess with the ritual and like you guys would leave town, she was willing to give you guys the Unmaker. If you destroyed the Unmaker now, that even if she doesn't care, she could use that to be like, okay, I warned you, and
Blows up the city.
Yep. It really does have to be a last minute, like we have everything in place and then everything
but
is
you
a
guys-
surprise for her.
you guys did talk about after Gwen leaves to do the ritual,
Murdering.
staying in
The
town,
robot.
taking out the Navy presence
Yeah.
there. So if the Unmaker is still there, then you could do it then. But it's also entirely possible that she will bring the Unmaker with her for the ritual.
We also are gonna have your dad helping out, right? We got that fully confirmed.
Right.
Yes.
And we didn't really confirm where he will be helping out, but we've talked about possible options.
Well, we
the
can
biggest
immediately
one-
communicate should we need. So
Yeah, I think the biggest option that we are actively going with is him protecting the town. Because he is known amongst the people,
people
and
trust him,
he
and
he has motivation to protect.
I think personally, if we go for the Unmaker right now, it's gonna cause a lot more issues, especially with the ship of the line here. I think maybe the best thing we can do, if we want to give us more of an edge, is sabotage the ship of the line a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's risky.
Well,
I can
that's
get
the
under
thing.
it.
We have to sabotage it without rousing suspicion.
I
Is
can
this
get under
one-
it.
True, we could get under it, but we don't want it to start sinking partway through the ocean. Then they take
turn
whatever.
around.
Yes, they take whatever time they have left to turn around and start firing.
That's why I'm wanting it to assist with the depth charges, where we place some tar bombs on the blower deck, so fire can start spreading throughout the ship.
Yeah. I think that.
We can maybe mess with the cannons as well at the same time, but I think that's our best bet, and we'll have to do it at night.
Yes.
Yeah. Real quick, Moss. As far as stealth goes, where do you land on that scale? I'm curious.
On a scale of 1 to 20.
Roughly.
You
What'd you say, Matt?
Roughly, just scale 1 to 20.
I don't know.
considering that
Let's say the possibility you have a 20-sided die and you were to throw it on the table. What do you think your additional bonus to stealth would be?
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
Are you a help or a hindrance to stealthing, Moss?
I don't think I'm a help.
What's your
That's
next
Yeah,
completely
see-
fair.
Moss
That's all
has
good.
the Moss. Emmy says, standing confidently in front of Moss. Moss has the same problem I do. We're kind of freaky little guys, and we kind of stand out, right, Moss?
Yeah, well, you see, the problem with night is my skin glows a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm pretty dark now in the sunlight, in the nighttime.
And everybody say, that's so cool, Moss.
That's
We love that.
First of all, that is fucking rad.
It is
Two,
nice,
That
yeah.
is a huge hindrance. Holy
That is
shit.
the best I can
Also,
say is we put you in an all black robe.
Also, I got some pretty heavy clinkety clankety armor on
Yes,
currently,
that is what I was worried about more.
which is
Oh,
also,
yeah.
I don't think, great for stealth reasons.
And that's okay.
You don't have plate armor, so it
You
wouldn't
won't suffer.
give you disadvantage.
You won't get disadvantage, at least.
In lore reason, it would
Right.
definitely not help.
Yeah. Also, with your bioluminescence, it's not like you're not like the guy sitting in the diner glowing like the sun.
I'm not that kid from Sky High.
I was thinking
Yeah.
of that kid. I was about to grab an image of
Excellent
that kid.
reference, Julie. Excellent
could-
reference, Julie.
if you were properly covered, it wouldn't show.
Yeah.
But-
Maybe we could get you like a really cool robe and hat. And then
we have some tailors in town.
Maybe. I mean, I have a really cool cloak anyway, and if the Navy people wear cloaks, which I'm sure they do, I can make it look like a Navy cloak. So, like,
we have options.
Yeah.
We have options.
If things were to go absolutely south.
Also, as a heads up, I don't think I ever said this, but I am a shadow monk. I do have a pass without a trace I could throw on us. It gives us all it helps us all be better at stealth.
And I have invisibility, so even to those that aren't great at stealth, I can help out.
Wait, you have
Honestly-
invisibility?
Yes.
Could I ask you to maybe cast that on me so I can make sure I
Yes.
can plant the fucking explosives?
Yes, of
Honestly,
course.
yeah,
Yes, of course.
that'd be really good. Doubling that up with Pass Without a Trace, I mean, that's surefire, yeah.
That's the one I was saying.
Yeah, I think
Oh, fuck.
I'm pretty sure if we were to have a group of people, oh my gosh, if we were to have a group of people to actually go do this, I could go with Kel4, maybe one other person, but beyond that, we probably need to have another group of people head off and take care of one of our other objectives while that's getting done.
Zormir also has high stealth, so he could help.
Yeah, the Blackgate Company, they've got some stuff.
So a thing is we could also have lookouts, and if something goes wrong, the lookouts can start taking care of witnesses.
Right. That is a good point.
So
Very true.
I think having
So-
Olimir and Ivanoth in there to mess with the cannons, if we can,
Yeah.
would be a bad idea. We probably shouldn't go for a lot of the cannons because for some reason I feel like they're going to be testing cannons for some reason. I don't know why I have that feeling.
I mean,
I would
there's-
imagine-
there's good reason to assume so.
I would imagine they would be checking this right before cast off.
Should we not even try to sabotage the cannons then? I will tell you though, we are so fucked if we get shot at.
Well, that's the thing. If we could find the window of opportunity after they test them and before they cast off, that would be the most ideal place.
What if some of us stayed hiding on the ship?
Maybe.
It's a possibility.
well,
But that is a lot of people to hide from.
all of us goobers. Emmy raises her hand and raises Hopper's hand and looks at Moss. We're not a good pick for hiding. And maybe
Right.
Drac too. You're pretty noticeable. And Aries.
Yeah.
Really any of us freaking badasses. She high fives Hopper's flappy hand.
Many people are surprised, even though I'm like one of the biggest people in the party, I actually have a really good stealth.
What,
That
like
is
plus
incredible.
6?
I've got +7 stealth.
Nice.
Actually, curious, Moss. What exactly do the runes you have on your war pick do?
Well, they do some random passive things. that
Okay.
aren't super helpful in these situations.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Not in
That's-
these situations, but maybe coming up.
Yeah. Well, so this
You
one
never know.
right here is fire. And,
Yes.
There we
So
go.
the Unmaker
It-
heals himself with fire.
if it's
Okay, so I won't shackle him with this thing then.
no,
Because if I hit him, it shackles and it's a whole thing. So I won't do that on the Unmaker.
yeah, not the robot. Anything fire, don't hit the robot.
Put thermite on the robot. It was a bad time.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
Thank you for eating the thermite.
Yeah, no problem. Oh yeah, by the way, whenever I get angry enough, I am immune to fire, so if you catch me in something, I'll be fine.
I'm resistant by nature,
Good
so
to know.
I'm allergic. My mom, Emmy raises her hand and she says, my mom said I can't catch on fire because I'm sensitive to that.
Fair.
most living beings are, but yes, the fur on your
Uh-huh.
skin definitely.
I'm just telling you what Barbara told me. I'm just telling you.
That
She
makes
says
sense.
she says I'm allergic to fire, so I have to believe her.
That makes sense. This room over here is a cloud one, so it helps me with sleight of hand and deception, even though I'm not that deceptive in
Fair.
general. Don't worry, I'm not trying
You
to
could have
deceive you
fooled.
guys.
You could have
I'm
fooled
rolling
me.
insight.
She's a spy.
Get her!
And with it, I can react to someone getting hit over there and make it instead hit someone over there.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
That is a game changer. Okay.
I would
Mhm.
really like if you use that. If I was gonna get hit with something, make sure Drac gets hit.
I was. Well, no. Why?
Oh,
why
yeah.
hit? Why hit Drek? Hit the enemy.
You can take
Honestly,
it.
hold on. I'll literally stand there and take it. Then you react.
Just to see how strong he is. He's not
Just
a
saying.
masochist. It's just
I
to
will
see.
let him hit me. Just please do the thing. Otherwise, I'm taking it. Otherwise, I'm gonna take it.
Just be like,
You
oh
take
shit,
it,
I
and then
forgot.
she redirects it to hit you again.
For double damage.
It's like I feel like yeah, go right for the chest. You redirect it right to my toad. Just
And then
ow.
It hits you right in the crotch.
the last one right here is my hill rune, and it helps protect me against poison, and I can also use it to gain resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage for like a minute.
Holy
That's
shit!
really good.
That's really
Well,
good.
you can become a tank.
You-
Wait,
You
do
become a
so-
barbarian for a second, yeah.
wait, you for a minute. Wait.
One
So
minute.
you have resistance to poison?
Yep.
Or
Yeah,
immunity?
yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah. It's
Resistance.
advantage on saving throws against poison and resistance to poison.
Okay.
Which is useful
And-
because the Unmaker's biggest attack was the poison gas he hit Drac with for like 60 damage.
And
So,
as long as the rune is active, you keep that resistance.
Unless you
Mhm.
activate it, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say, Moss, I think you're gonna be one of our top fighters in the front lines. So,
Especially against that damned robot.
damn dirty robots. Anyways, so should we just wait to sabotage? I think we can go ahead and put the tar bombs in.
I think we should go ahead and do that, get that out of the way, and then kind of go from there.
All right, and then
So
we'll
do you guys
wait to
wanna do it,
sabotage
like,
cannons.
tonight or like now?
I mean, how many people, like, it's currently being worked on, so I don't
It is.
know.
There's not a ton of people there right now since it's like dawn.
On that case, this could be the
But
perfect
there are
time.
a few.
I was about to say, one of the things I'm thinking, if they're switching wooden planks, I'm going to put the tar bombs behind the wooden planks.
Yeah.
So, and any openings I could see that's low, I'm gonna do it. So, I could just do that real quick if someone wants to cast invisibility on me.
I got you.
Couple would really like to be
And
invisible right now.
just for clarity, the ship is not sailing tonight, right?
Correct.
Gotcha.
Today is the 19th.
It is setting
The
sail on
ritual
the
will take place on the
21st.
21st. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Then I've
Alright.
got the spell slots.
Sweet.
Likely on the evening of the 21st as well. Or actually, probably midday is when they'd set off, because the ritual's tied to the new moon, so got to be at night.
Yeah.
But yeah. Kelfor, if you would, make a stealth check.
With advantage since I'm invisible,
Yes,
or
with advantage.
cool.
Then you've also got your pass without trace that you could
So
cast
that's
on yourself.
38. I already did it. I cast it.
Word.
38.
Yeah. No, you to bring back an old one. Fart in the wind, man. You're gone.
My passive bonus is +10 with passive trace another +10. I rolled an 18, so
We just sit there
So-
for a second.
You're 2
Who's
steps
Kelfor?
away from hitting the legendary 40.
Yep.
Yeah. Dude.
So if you would make how many tar bombs are you looking to place?
I'm going to be looking to place as many as I think I can without raising suspicions.
Okay.
So I'm
Um,
gonna at least try to get like, because this ship's pretty long, right?
Yeah, it's real big.
I'm gonna try to get it spaced out, like maybe 3 on each side, near the lower bottom.
Okay.
So like, if for some reason a depth charge doesn't hit at the front part of like the left side, it hits near the middle, it might trigger the bomb.
Okay, yeah.
Do you think 3 on each side would be enough to space it out, or
I would say so, yeah.
okay? So it'd be
Gen-
6
generally.
tar bombs total.
Yeah. Okay, 6. Okay, make I'll say 3 sleight of hand checks with advantage.
Cool.
Because
23 on the
of
first
how
one.
invisible you are. Yeah, I'll send
26 on the second one. All right, so 23, 23, and 26.
23, 23, 26. Okay.
Thank
So
God for
you're able to
advantage.
find a lot of small backed off corners. It's with your passive perception, you're able to find plenty of good places. Just and knowledge of ships. Just places that aren't traveled much. You can tell a lot of small nooks and crannies where like dust has sort of built up. And yeah, you get them placed. And are you doing anything else right now?
I could put thermite near the keel of the ship to split it in two.
Jesus Christ.
Split me right in two.
Nah, I think I'll hold off on that because I feel like if I put too much on there, it's gonna get discovered.
Well,
I still have another day.
the thing is, like, I feel like the overly critical areas they will be checking, but if you put it not too far away in the area that they more than likely wouldn't check, you might be able to get away with it.
Is there an area that I could see where the black powder would probably be stored?
Make an investigation check.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Black powder.
We're just in the middle of tomorrow night. All we hear is
Oh my god, you know what we need to add to the soundboard is the Germa. Oh my
yeah. Oh, remind me to do that.
yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah, you're able to find the black powder store. Unlike the the Fiddleback's ship. They keep it much more secure.
Is it kind of in a
and
locked room and stuff like that?
locked room, a locked like central room that wouldn't take a lot of like if the hull got hit, it wouldn't be like right there, you know. Um, and as you approach it, there seems to be some kind of warding spell on it. It's nothing like crazy. It's more just like an extra barrier so that to make sure that nothing bad happens to it.
Is it something that would prevent me getting in there?
You can enter and exit as you want. It seems to be more for damage.
What is it containing damage or preventing damage coming to the black powder?
It's meant for, it's outward facing. So it's like if a cannon breaks through the hull and hits it, the ward would scatter it. But
But you're-
inside,
Cool. So
there is a ward to help with containing fire should the worst happen, but it's much less so.
You know,
Something like napalm could
you know-
feasibly burn through that ward.
You know what would be real funny? Is if a fire did go off and it was contained, and I just so happened to use Dispel Magic.
Exactly.
True.
I'm gonna go ahead because I'm assuming the door's locked, right?
Yes, it is.
Can I see through the door?
You're able to like look through the keyhole and see it. Yeah, see the
Is there
black
is
powder
there any
store.
shadows on the other side?
Like people shadows?
No, just shadows in general.
Oh yeah,
Can I teleport?
absolutely.
Cool.
Hey.
I'm gonna teleport through the keyhole.
Rad.
I was just about to say I didn't want to get a Keyblade on hand, but
I'll teleport in the keyhole and I'll look around. Is this black powder thing near any of the tar bombs that I put down?
It's near the middle of the ship, so it would be fairly close to the ones you put in the middle, but the middle ones are kind of outward, like near the hull, so that you can hit them and ignite them with cannon fire.
Gotcha.
So they're near. If the ward were dispelled, and it went off, it with napalm and how much black powder there is, it would definitely reach those tar bombs.
I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can like mess with one of the wooden planks and try to be like discreet about it and put another tar bomb behind.
Sure.
So I have another tar bomb in this room. And then like below a barrel.
Mhm.
Like one of the further back barrels if I can get to it. I am gonna put a thermite charge below it.
Cool. For the tar bomb, make another sleight of hand check.
Cool. Am I still invisible at this point?
Yeah.
Cool.
With how fast you move, you can get this done in a minute.
Cool. 25.
Yeah, you're able to successfully pry up one of the wooden planks, place the tar bomb underneath, and sort of jam it back into place.
Cool. Sweet. Then yeah, I'm going to try to like cuz I know how much black powder this ship would go through with how many cannons it has. I'm going to go ahead and try to get to the last barrel I think they would go for.
Right.
Because of just it's
Like
just
far
not
back of the room. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to kind of, you know, lift up the barrel a little bit and go.
Yep.
Set it
All
back
right.
down.
Cool. Yeah, there is a shit ton of black powder in this room. I mean, this ship has 120 cannons on it. It's
Actually, would it be if I open up a barrel, I wouldn't be able to close it, right?
not easily.
Cool. Because I'm wondering if maybe it, but no. Would they be smart enough to lift up a barrel and look below it?
I mean, if they use the barrel, yeah, they would probably roll it over, but placing it near the back, it will probably be one of the last barrels they use in like a longer fight. So, assuming that the battle is concluded relatively quickly, then you'd be fine.
Okay, as long as they just can't find it while they're here.
Yeah,
which-
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I would say it would take them minimum a minute to get to that. So if you can finish combat within 10 rounds,
Cool.
you would be fine.
Sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and skedaddle at that point then, because I think at this time it'd probably be almost time for invisibility to go off.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna let you guys know about the fucking ward thing, so maybe we can do something about it.
I got ways around it.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Always
Which,
keep
as
dispel magic handy.
as Kelfor is returning, you all see Alamir exit the tavern, and Moss, you see this older human man. He's probably late 40s, maybe 50. Sort of long, wavy hair, very like serious black kind of look. Oh, whoops. This picture is a little older than he actually is, but the fit's the same.
That's
He's wearing
intense.
these
Okay.
purple robes. And joining him, you see a tall, lean tiefling man who has a falchion on one hip and a longsword on the other. And you can see on his body are several sort of markings. They almost look runic, and they're sort of. It looks like there's lava beneath his skin. Make an investigation check on him.
Oh, not 20.
Holy fuck! Let's go. Was that your first roll?
Yeah, it was.
Let's fucking
Nice.
go.
You
Keep
see
that energy
on
going.
the longsword on his hip, which the rest of the party knows is Melifaro's sword that he gave to Zormir when he died. You see on the flat of the blade carved runes, like giant runes on it. So yeah. This is the weapon of a rune knight. And then
What great luck of mine.
yeah. Alongside him is a human woman, ginger hair, big coat, with a flintlock sniper rifle on her back. And then where is she? There she is. And also is a woman. She's more like bundled up than in this picture, but elven woman, tan skin, with also no visible weapons on her. And the four of them approach. And Alamir, the older man in purple, will speak up and say, This the warrior that is going to be helping us out.
Yeah. Yes. Their name is Moss.
Moss. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
God's perfect creation. And Emmy does jazz hands towards Moss. And then she
All right,
takes
Amy,
Hopper's.
cool it down a little bit.
Oh, damn. Sorry. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot.
Guys, am I being weird right now?
I'm just so.
He says,
You don't let them dull your shine. You're amazing.
All right. Well,
Emmy
we discovered that boundary. All right.
Emmy takes Hopper's hands and makes him do the jazz hands.
His fingers are not moving. It's just flapping his little hands.
Yeah, it sounds kind of like if you were to shake a couple cold cuts. That's kind of what it sounds like. It's like
It looks like fucking Kermit.
yeah, yeah. It's like there's sticks attached, really. But he's looking at Emmy, who is beaming, smiling. And he's like, "All right, okay, all right, enough." Okay. Emmy puts him back.
But Spencer's name's Alamir. I former professor at the Arteria Mages Academy. Transmutation wizard. Fell in with the wrong crowd for a bit. These mages that this party's hunting, but these guys managed to get me out of my doldrums, and now I'm helping them out.
He's a damn good one too.
He makes sick freaking rock guys. Pretty cool. And
You mean that
he
rock
is
guy? And I point to broccoli.
no.
Didn't make that one.
No, he didn't make that one.
Yeah, no,
No,
we.
actually, I think we met Brocky before we met Olimir.
Did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brocky, I think, was right before we went to Tarj.
Yeah.
It was on from the pet vendor that you met on the road to Tarj, where you got Brocky, Turby, and Midas.
And just for
importantly,
clarification,
Ares got beans.
Oh my
Beans!
god, I forgot about beans!
Beans is a turtle duck. And Aries,
Turtle penguin.
yeah. Aries let me name it because she knocked my block off.
Which you do see that crawling out of Ares's hood is this little like baby penguin, like still the puffy gray fur, with a little turtle shell, and it just comes out and looks around and goes,
Yeah, Beans is a really methodical thinker. He's a thinker. He kind of stays in the hood.
He's
and
an
he's like,
ideas
A
guy.
grand
He is.
philosopher of our time.
he's hungry, and she gives him a little treat.
He
and
is a
shuffles
thinker.
back into the hood.
Yeah, he's not a fighter, right, Aries?
No, he's so weak.
Yeah, so don't. And just
if anyone
another.
dares to touch him, there will be hell to pay.
Yeah, I will actually resort to bad necromancy before I let something happen to Beans.
Yeah, I would die for beans.
I would
And you
as
will.
well. And I'm looking forward to death is the thing. But the last thing I'll say about Olimir is him and Drac, despite what you might think, they are not related. We're not related. We went through that to figure that out, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, no.
Not related.
Olimir's just shaking his head.
Good to know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, sorry. Got a little off track there. I'm
but then-
uncomfortable.
the other three come up, and The tiefling man shakes your hand. He says, I'm Zormir. I'm the new captain of the Blackgate Company. Nice to meet you. We're with the Slayers Guild as well. We met these guys during the competition to get introduced or inducted.
Yeah, inducted.
And then the woman with the sniper rifle greets you and she says, I'm Arati, former city guard in Lind, now adventuring. And then the elf woman say, Jojir. Zormir and I are from the Endless Sands, a long way away, so we're trying to deal with the cold right now.
That's fair. I'm gonna turn to Zoramir
Mhm.
and say, "Tell me about your sword."
Oh, this is our last captain gave it to me. He what do you want to know about it?
We see. I'm something. I hesitate to call myself a skull, but with
I'm a
my
scientist myself.
like a bad one. I'm not that smart. But to not get too much into my history and family stuff. I'm trying to make my parents proud. I can't do that through the normal means of my family, which means I had to find some like exterior ways, and one of those ways is with some runic magic, and the sword's got some runes, and I'm curious about them. That's the question.
Well, I'm not a rune knight myself, but our old captain Malafaro was, and so I saw him do it a lot, so I can maybe answer some questions. If you want to learn more, well, they're in the Endless Sands, but Malafaro's old teacher lives there. They an expert on runes, half giant themselves. So a long way away, but if you ever find your way there, they could definitely help you out.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what the future will hold? It's a lead, and it's good to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I got.
Wish I could be more help. I'm a blood hunter myself. So
What does that mean? You hunt blood?
Blood magic.
Everyone has blood.
well,
Oh, okay.
he takes out
Basically
his
blood magic, but I'll let you explain.
he takes out his falchion and cuts his hand open. And you see the blood that is now across his blade ignites into fire. He says, stuff like this, kinda.
Rad.
That's pretty cool. And he sheaths the sword. Extinguishes it first. Yeah. He says, so you're helping us out. What led you to joining with us?
Well, as I said, not to get too much into the backstory, but I've I'm on a search of wisdom of this runic variety. And I met Sigmund in that place that's named
Lyra.
Brain. Yeah. And he seemed cool. He said you guys needed help. I was like, I had hit some dead ends on my searching. Not to speak ill of mages, but they don't really know a ton about runic stuff all the time, or at least not the ones I was talking to. I don't know.
Quite frankly, I don't know why. It's a very handy thing. That seems like a good school of magic.
I agree, but look, it's embarrassing. I've maybe been enrolled at all 3 of the major mage colleges and flunked out of maybe all 3 pretty quickly because I don't really obtain any magic except for runic magic, and apparently that's like not cool or whatever. But
I'm gonna change these fucking
Not the
schools. I
point.
swear to God.
It's less that it's not cool. It's more doesn't really fit the curriculum of any.
no, I tried really hard. That's why I flunked out. Apparently on magic tests you have to know magic to do the test. Go figure. Oh. And that's just not something I'm greatly attuned with. Oh my god. What? It's happening. It's fine. I don't need to pay attention to that. Point is, I was like, I need more magic. Again, to make my family proud. I might be from a very magic-y family, and they might have been a little disappointed I didn't get... I mean, they had, like, so many kids. I don't know why they had to fixate on the fact that I didn't get magic. Everyone else did. Anyway.
Oh, were you the youngest?
No, we were all born around the same time.
That fucking scared me. That scared me for a second.
Could you imagine
Holy
if Dan just
shit.
showed up unprompted?
Holy fuck, that
I know
scared
what he
me.
would do.
Yeah, there we go.
The 2 tiny black pixels for eyes.
The Dan mood board is real.
Anyway,
Yeah.
point is, we were all born around the same time. Again, I think it's just because I was the only one without it, and all my parents were like, "What are you doing, kid?" And I was just like, "I don't know."
I feel you there. I've had similar things.
I don't
happen.
remember why I was talking about this.
Unfortunately, that's a lot more common than you think in the circle of mages, and I do apologize for that. That does suck. It's not an expectation that should be held on you.
Yeah. Before you are
It was-
reminded to meeting Aline's parents.
Yeah.
I think it would be less harsh if, like, all of my family didn't have magic. I'm literally the only one. I don't really know what happened with I don't know.
You know what
I
that
don't
just
know.
says to me? You discover something even stronger that's still a form of magic, and you show them what for.
Yeah. And before then, I was just hitting stuff really hard, so.
I
Hey,
mean,
there's
you know.
nothing wrong with that at
There's
all.
absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Hey, honestly, I'm out here bullying mages. That's me.
I've
Honestly,
I'm like,
recently,
mostly.
shockingly, I've recently got a lot of good stabs in on people.
Yeah. It's one of those things where they're like, ooh, you can't do magic. And you're like, but I can punch you.
and they're like, "What?"
I only have to
Yeah.
hit you once, Dex nerd.
Maybe one
Yep.
of these days you should consider looking into blade singing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It might also be why my parents paid attention to me specifically, because I was hitting all of my siblings.
You know,
Like,
Were they asking for it?
Well, yeah, you know how siblings. I don't know if you know how siblings are. I don't know your life.
Not really. Yeah.
actually, no.
I
Hopefully it does.
yeah, I do.
They like to
Yeah.
rag on you.
Real party of only children in here. But
Except for
Listen.
Kelfor, who has a pretty extended family.
Listen,
Yeah.
I get the vibe. Hit them.
Yeah.
I
Tell
have
me,
what's called a red thread. So it's
Okay,
not a sibling.
technically Emmy has a sibling of some kind, but
Mm.
the murder
We are not-
assassiny kind.
That's different.
Yeah, but
yeah.
we don't share parents. Is the thing.
Hopper's
We're
like, we're not siblings.
I'm not talking about you, silly. And she kisses him in between his eyes. I'm talking about Lucian. My bad. So, I don't think I can relate to you on that, Moss. Sorry.
Well,
It's
fighting
okay.
siblings
I've-
with Lucian is not inaccurate.
I've learned throughout my travels before this that most people don't have as many siblings and parents as I do, so it's okay.
How many siblings do you have? I think, if I remember correctly, Kelfor has 3 brothers, right?
He's
2.
2 brothers. He's the
Yeah.
oldest of
2
3.
brothers and at least 1 cousin.
From my clutch, like 33?
That's
30
a
Parents
lot
For
of-
my
fucked.
year.
Your
Yeah.
parents fucked
Yeah.
hard, Jesus.
Well, there's like 16 of those. So like,
So, okay,
You know?
so
I guess
they
it's-
fucked twice each.
well, I don't know.
I think
you
it's
lay the
just
eggs
so-
and then you leave them. I don't really know what this.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been talking
Anoran
about having
Anoran
sex. I
are
don't
one
really
of-
understand that.
one of the Oh!
Because you just
Don't worry
lay
about it.
your eggs and then you leave,
Kelfor, I don't think.
and then somebody else comes in and they also do stuff to the eggs, and then they leave, and then you all watch it, and then you all raise them, and all the eggs are just together, and you just.
You know,
Yeah.
I was.
Well,
Anoran are one of
pretty
the
cool.
few egg-laying races, and they
was-
lay clutches of dozens of eggs at a time.
I was going to say maybe Drac could relate, but as recently discovered, no, we can't.
No,
Not
I
come from an egg, thankfully.
before the last few days, honestly, I didn't know how I came about. Part of me wishes I never knew, but we're here. We're here. Yeah, I just
Live birth?
recently. Huh?
Live birth?
Yeah, it's complicated. I literally just met my dad a few days ago.
Just the one dad then?
Yeah, it's a long story. It's very fresh, and I don't know if I want to get into that right now.
Don't worry
Ares
about
is
it. I'll
like,
hear
Maybe
about
not
it later.
one dad, and she pats Alamir on the back.
Maybe not.
Shut the fuck up.
Just
shut the
over
fuck
here with
up.
2 dads.
I pat Alamir on the back.
It's okay, Olimir. You're now everyone's dad.
Okay.
So on the topic, that seems like a lot.
It's fine.
Back on topic, that seems like a lot of fucking pressure to put on one kid out of 33.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, it's great, but also, like, all the rest have matches.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean you
Run
should
to
be
the
treated
litter.
any less
If anything, that makes you more
unique.
special. I don't know.
Well,
You're a born warrior to
Yeah.
a family of mages. That's a badass thing.
Hey, Moss. I would just like to say I've encountered people where their parents haven't been accepting of them because they didn't require skill. And any parent who doesn't treat you like that isn't a parent in my eyes.
I mean, I don't want to paint my parents as the bad guys. They love me. I just feel like I'm disappointing.
Oh, are you
Oh,
assuming?
They
It's a
would never
personal
say
thing.
that. They would never say that, but I see the look on their faces, and I see how they look
Well,
at my
that's-
siblings, and I see how they talk to me, and it's always, oh, it's okay. You don't have to
That's-
do the thing. Don't go out in public. We have people over. Hide in
Okay,
your room.
no.
No. Okay,
No.
that's
We love
not.
you.
That's not okay. That's straight up. That's not okay.
We love you. Please don't use our surname in public, but we love you.
That is not okay.
Are we just gonna be a fucking party full of like parents' issues?
But Kel,
But
they
why can't we have parents like yours?
They all love me.
I don't have
Actu-
any. So, can't have a problem if
Why
there's.
does this always happen when we meet a new face
It-
in our party?
I
Amy
mean-
doesn't have her parents, but she has the dad who stepped up.
Yeah, and she
Yeah.
holds Hopper.
Again,
Hopper, fun fact. He was given Mage Hand by my goddess. So, tell her, Hopper, I made her bottles and changed her. I was who she walked to for her first steps.
That's so
I was
fucking
her
cute.
I was her first words. Well, not really. Her first
On
words
Hopper's
were,
bandana it just says "Proud Dad."
I wish.
We'll get that stitched on there.
Emmy's first words were Froggy. But yeah. So it's close. But and Hopper clarifies, she does have parents. She was born like all of us. Don't pity her. She's fine. And he he looks at her with all the love in the world, and then takes his slimy wet hand and plops it between her eyes. It's fine. And then in a moment that's very loving to all of you and our new friend Moss, Hopper says a quote that I quoted to James about how Hopper views everyone in the party, including Drac.
Uh-oh.
Actually, let me pull it up because it was pretty well worded, I thought. But that's how he views everyone in the party. Even Kelfor, who arguably doesn't have, the same familial issues. Hopper said,
Again, my parents loved me.
Yeah.
Just do love me. Actively.
Yeah.
We send letters.
Totally.
I'm in contact.
That's good. That's good.
They always say to who it may concern. They never put your
No.
Hopper says, to think that any of you amazing ones have ever felt unwanted, it is ridiculous. If the thought should come to you that you are unwanted or unloved or untalented, come to me, my sweet dears.
My sweet dears.
Yes.
Just a moment.
Hopper is extremely paternal.
I'm gonna go ahead and like pat Hopper
Yeah.
on the head.
Has
Thanks, buddy.
very little in other stats, but 20 wisdom.
No, 20 wisdom, 30 charisma.
Oh,
Oh my god, the little
I
man.
need to get my own.
I love
Yeah.
Little
it.
man, look at him. His name
Oh
is
god, he's
Frog.
got them fucking lemon pepper steppers. Look at them shoes. Ka-cha.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yo, why is he fitted up?
Damn.
He's going to church on Sunday.
He's gonna go serve, and I'm not
gonna-
saying in the military.
Moss
I
is
can't
gonna
hold Hopper, but I can hold Frog.
Moss is gonna get her own frog familiar, and it's gonna be related to Hopper.
I love
Hopper,
it.
unfortunately, he did not reproduce.
Yeah. Magically
I said
born.
sibling.
He's not magic. He is not naturally occurring.
Hey, Myra. Come on.
Give us a new frog.
Oh, hold
Drac,
up.
Drac,
Give me another.
Drac holds out his hands like, "Give
Come on.
At Kelfor touching Hopper, Hopper would say, "You are valued, fast one."
Thank you. No
And
one's
he's
ever said that to me.
He slowly closes his eyes. And then he starts to snore.
He
I'm
doesn't have
sorry,
to
Dad.
call.
Oh shit! I stunning strike them. Oh fuck.
You put his
Yeah,
ass to
it's-
sleep.
It's getting cold.
Yeah.
Sorry. And Emmy shoves him down the front of her shirt.
Yeah, you gotta be careful about the whole winter frogs freezing.
It was really hard on him when I was a baby because he had to be dad all the time, even when it was cold. But it's okay. I protect him now. And she's like trying to produce as much body heat as she can. She's like,
Let's go ahead and head inside the tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're standing out in the cold for a good 30 minutes.
I'm fine. I'm digging it.
I can't feel my fucking tail. Let's
Yeah,
get
if
back into this.
If you guys need to huddle up, I got you as well. Hold on.
Emmy
And
has
To be fair,
Who's
your
this?
arms could probably feasibly wrap around all of us, no problem.
Okay, I wasn't saying that. Hold on.
Alright, so that-
yeah.
I'm
You don't
just
wanna
saying
get
you can.
Hug?
Group hug?
Get her me, beefcake.
You heard the cat.
All right. Come here, Kelfor. Yeah, come here.
Calfor just gets lifted like an actual cat.
Elongate.
Awesome. Up right
elongate.
Yeah, he picks him up under the armpit.
Hey, if need be, Hopper can like rest on my shoulder, like sometimes how animals like rest on rock. Just
Yeah,
like sitting there.
unfortunately the poison would touch your scales.
I'll be fine.
I'll hold Hopper next to.
You take
next.
1 point of damage for every 30 minutes.
Like the poison condition in Pokemon. Just
Yeah.
walking on. Oh,
Yeah, you just go sorry.
Have you ever heard of the high air?
Speaking of Oblivion, Monday,
Hey, that's gonna be.
supposedly.
But
yeah, you guys head into the tavern and set Hopper by the hearth, and he's just sitting there.
Julia dropped the frog.
No, I was playing with a thing and broke in half. It's fine.
also, how Matt has placed Hopper is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, he's just
He's doing the Yoshi sit. The Yoshi
Yeah.
staring in the distance.
he's sat by the fire, warming up. When are you guys planning to go out and place the depth charges and the decoy ship?
It was gonna be it's a whole day travel, right?
Round trip, yeah, it's roughly a day. It's probably about 10 hours.
We should
And
probably head out soon then.
we should. I will say we're gonna keep the decoy ship out there. So we'll need to at least bring 2 ships.
Oh,
By
we
the way,
have-
did we get a ship from a sailor? Because that's what we
Yes. It's a little schooner, but yeah.
I remember riding these.
This takes me back to my
The empty
youth.
Locata prior to a month or two ago was a schooner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Nevius says, like, I can helm that one.
If you don't mind, I would like to make a little message on it.
Sure.
Sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and get like a white banner and some black paint and say "fuck you, Gwyn," and I'm gonna lay it on the side.
All
You
right.
know what? I'm down for
That'd be
this.
fun to put on the sails too, honestly.
All right.
Fuck you, sail.
Fuck you, Rear Admiral. But yeah, I want to get that set up because if this fails, at least they know.
We also
Yeah.
we all put something on it like a cast, but it's all insults. Rear Admiral, more like rear end. Stupid bitch.
I was trying to think of a way to say it like that because I was like Admiral Asmiral.
Rear Admiral, more like rear Assmiral.
Also, to clarify, she is a vice admiral, not a rear admiral.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a
Um,
vice admiral.
But it's
Couldn't
funny
even
to
couldn't
observe-
even be an
Like,
admiral.
It's like one rank up, I think. Is rear admiral. It's basically like colonel to like brigadier general.
At least she's
Like-
They
not
just
the-
couldn't cut it, Admiral.
Yeah.
At least they're not a fucking viceroy.
I'll also underneath Gwyn, like, fuck you, Gwyn, I'll put in little things, happy retirement day.
That's great.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
I like how the plan for this is literally the Gus Fring. Ding, ding, ding. What are they doing? Imagine holds up the banner.
Yes.
Just Drax zooming in, just fire breath.
By the way,
Uh,
Ivanov, we do
yeah.
have a ward around the black powder.
Oh, I know.
room.
We discussed it.
Okay, good.
I got dispel magic when the time comes.
Good.
Let's fucking go.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
gonna be fun.
That will fall to you because neither Olimir nor Theros have dispel magic.
Always keep them in the pocket.
Or they've got them in their spell book, so they could prepare them if needed. But
I
Oh,
always
yeah.
have them prepared.
Kind of going back to my dad, real quick, Moss. He is gonna be helping us. Don't be alarmed. He is a giant fucking dragon.
A legitimate giant red dragon.
He's also pretty hot in his human form.
He
Like,
looks
really hot.
See, I don't.
Sorry, Drac. Your dad's hot.
See, I don't
I'm
want to
not
say
saying-
that. I don't want to say that because he looks like me.
Ivanov,
You are my dad.
Don't-
You're my
You
dad.
Stop,
The
bitch!
confidence to call yourself hot.
There's nothing wrong with calling yourself
It
hot
only-
because you are.
Thank you.
Ares is
I
like,
mean-
yeah, his dad's hot.
Just the moment of silence.
Cool.
Next bit.
Cool.
Which yeah, I sent a
Yeah,
picture of his human
thank-
form in chat.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for talking up my dad, guys. Yeah, appreciate it.
I mean, I get that there's some confusing emotion there. You maybe don't want to say he's hot at this moment in time. Maybe later.
Drac, you'll grow up to
Hey,
eventually
Drac.
say your dad's hot.
I've already listen. I get it. He's conventionally attractive. It's one of those things. Cool.
Hey, but if
Yeah.
your dad's hot, that probably means that you're hot, right?
He's pretty hot.
I can't change this as I just motion to all of my reptilian form, and I'm like, yeah, he can shapeshift. I don't. Unless
Drac.
it's like some ability that I can get later on,
Drac,
but I kind of doubt it. Yeah, what's up?
if you put
You're
yourself on the
reptilian.
market, you don't have to look very hard.
That's true.
Yeah, no. Just kind of taking a moment to really think about that, and just I've never really been one for
Last one didn't
Dating.
end so hot.
yeah, no, that was not great. I'm kind of a little bit off put by that, and I'm
You know, we don't
It's
have to.
a-
We don't,
it's
we don't
a
have to.
vibe.
You know, we don't have to talk about all this right now. It's getting to a
No.
point where
I just wanted to tell you that my dad's a dragon. Didn't want you to get freaked out
Don't
if
be-
you
do
saw
not
a
be
dragon
alarmed.
soaring across the sky.
yes.
In a not weird way, I love dragons. So, I think they're very cool.
Thank you. Yeah, no, they're great. They're great. I love dragons too. I mean, yeah.
You know, where I'm from, dragons, big deal. As in, they are a big deal. So,
And that's
like,
dope. Yeah, no,
Oh my fuck.
absolutely awesome.
It is.
again, not to be weird. I know I've called you hot a few times. I don't mean it like that.
I know exactly what you mean. Please don't.
Just trying to make you feel better.
I love
Listen,
I just
I
looked at
I
Kelfor.
felt
I'm like,
great.
I love how we found that the boundary is talking anything about attractiveness and dating track. That is the hard cutoff boundary.
just when it's my dad. My dad is involved.
I'll
And-
look at
Okay.
Drac and say, Drac, you're hot.
Thanks. Hold on, just.
It's still a little soft for you.
I
Well, I'm
appreciate.
picturing it snowing and it kind of sizzling on you in general.
Oh, it totally does. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
There's
At
not
all
an ounce of
times.
snow on him.
I eat raw eggs and they cook by the time they get down my throat. So, yeah.
Oh, I was thinking you like cracked them, and by the time they reach your mouth, they're cooked.
Basically.
That's
They sit in there. Yeah, yeah.
They're bubbling when they get to that point. They're bubbling.
Hmm. Yep. I just shake them all up in a tankard, and here we go. But yeah, no, that is the vibe.
Mm. Sorry, I'm thinking that I
yeah.
had like an Irish bomb for rolls, but with eggs, cooking.
Mm,
Yeah,
there's
chef-
nothing. There's nothing like it. You should try it. But anyways, yeah, no. There may be another time to revisit everything else, but I'm still processing a lot.
Fully
Yeah.
understand, bud. It was all thrown at you.
On another
So-
note, it is very fascinating. We now have 4 people in this group that have draconic origins.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at
Honestly?
Emmy, Nevia, and I, and just go, "Hey, we might not have anything related to dragons, but
That doesn't matter. You come from sentient cat people, and you're faster than anything I've ever seen.
oh no, I'm gassed up all the way. I do not need my ego higher. It's already as high as it can
Oh.
go.
Is this
I'm
the
related
point?
to dragons. It's very, very, very distant. I don't think you can count it. No government counts it. Like, I don't think.
I'd count.
I'm not. You know. It's like,
Distant
What?
relatives are still relative.
Technically
Yes.
speaking, you are closer related to dragons than Ivanhoth and Ares are.
Yeah. The only
Oh,
thing-
yeah.
Aarakocra.
the only proof that we have is just some patches of scales.
It would be a similar level of divergence to Dragonborn.
oh, okay, cool. I was thinking more like when people are like, I'm 1/16 Cherokee, and you're like, you can't
No,
say you're Native American.
no. There's. I'm a literal half dragonborn. It's just human
Yeah.
genes really hit strong.
The
They-
dragon more were the recessive
They
genes.
tend to with half
Well,
races.
not on the inside. I can still breathe fire like it's nothing.
The human genes did not really kick in on my end. Like it's more so yeah, some physicality, but other than that, it's yeah.
Got bipedalism from them.
Yeah, the bipedalism and I mean not being absolutely gargantuan.
Paying your
but-
taxes, that's a human thing.
Ugh.
Drac doesn't
Here's a
pay
personal
I-
question.
Do not pay taxes.
And
What
no,
are-
never should you. They're thievery.
Here's a personal question, Drac. Do you have wings?
Funny enough, no. But
He can't fly.
I have this as I kind of hold up a shawl, and I'm just like, looks like a scarf, shawl. Cool, right? And I just start flying.
Ooh.
It was a custom order. I was tired of being on the ground.
Yeah.
But
Fair.
Drac has
Uh,
a winged shawl.
yeah. No, it's
If I didn't have to
really good for
concentrate
tight
on
spot.
it, I would also fly a lot more often.
yeah.
Well, and also at level 14, Drac will get wings.
Mhm.
So,
He doesn't know it, but at the same time, he's hoping.
but he
he's
can
always
donate.
he's always crossing his
Donate that
fingers when he
shawl
goes to
once
bed
gets
at
them.
night. He's like, I'm gonna wake up. with
Please give me wings.
Oh,
Please give me
fuck.
wings.
Please, I want wings.
Oh no, but yeah.
Alright,
No,
so what are we gonna talk
that's the
about
deal.
other than family lineages? We got
Oh
caught up.
no.
Wait, it's nice to have a new compatriot with us.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Moss, I think you're gonna fit well into the party.
I think so.
I think we were talking about laying the step charges. So
Yes.
Yes. So who all is going out, like sailing out?
I'll go.
anyone can join. It could be everyone, honestly. But I'm gonna be going out.
I can cast water breathing as a ritual, so anyone who wants to come can come with us.
I can breathe underwater.
True.
Matt and I
go
didn't talk about it, but I assume I can breathe underwater.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
And even if you
I was like,
can't-
it'd be crazy if I could.
even if for some reason you couldn't
Water than
naturally, I could still help you.
Yeah, Nelmir will have to go to command the Magin.
So it seems like Crimson Mayhem is definitely going. I think the Blackgate Company will probably have to stay back.
I'll ask Zordomir if he can maybe keep an eye on the ship of the line. Let us know if any updates happen.
Yeah, we can keep an eye on things, and we'll show ourselves around town to make it seem like everyone's still around.
Hmm. If for some reason explosives go off in it or anything, I'm not saying I put bombs in there. Just give us a quick shout out if you don't mind.
Yeah, we'll do.
Appreciate it. I put bombs in there. I'm sorry. I couldn't lie for long.
I know. Yeah, so you guys make your way out to the other alcove where the Crimson Marlone is docked. And you upon meeting the fishermen, they direct you to the schooner that will be used as Hector Salamanca.
Last chance to look at me, Hector.
Last chance to look at me, Hector.
This ship has treated us well, so give her a good send off. Yes. She's named the Salamanca.
You don't mind if we have this banner up, right? On the side of it?
Just fold it out, yeah.
No, not at all.
Alright. It's gonna be a
If
great
anything,
send-off.
that's a good send off.
I
And
agree.
for how much was this ship whenever you guys got it?
Oh. So I got her when I was 22. Would have been. I think she was 2,500 gold at the time.
Well, here's 2,500 gold. Thank you.
Well, bye.
There go your memories.
Belfour opens his wallet and a fly comes out.
I still have 5,000.
Okay, yeah.
I will give him 2,500 gold for the ship, though.
Oh, well, it's not necessary, but thank you. We'll be able to get a new ship with this. We appreciate it.
Of course. Make sure, with everything going on, that you guys stay safe.
Of course. We have been talking with Mr. Brayton, and he said to come the 21st to be ready to sail out for safety.
Just don't go in this area. There's going to be a lot of depth charges.
Gotcha. Well, good to know.
Maybe let other people who are going to set out know that are not Navy.
Yes, I will send a message out to some of my friends who fish out in that area and let them know.
Oh, thank God. I really thought one day we'll just leave the ship there and be like, all right, we'll have everything situated. We already see like 5 of the depth charges go off, and we're like, oh,
fuck.
We forgot about the local fishermen.
Oh no!
guys, this looks real bad.
Oh no! Our table.
Our table. It's broken.
It's broken.
Julie, are you familiar with that meme?
Yes,
That's a good one. Just checking.
I think. I'm pretty sure.
It's a stupid freaking kid stacking bricks on top of a glass table, and then it shatters, and the dumbass is like,
Oh no!
"Oh no, our table, it's broken."
No, I'm not familiar then. I think it was
Oh,
like
don't
maybe
worry, I got
a
it coming your
TikTok
way. I already
challenge
got
or
it.
something for a minute to say, "Oh no, my table, it's broken," in like different ways, and I'm familiar with that one.
Don't worry, I'm
Mm.
sending it to you now.
I guess it wasn't a challenge; it was a friend. Got a friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, the sailor says,
Well, best of luck to all of you. We could not thank you more for your help with this. And
"May I?" And he motions to the banner.
Please.
I insist.
Um. And he writes down, much love from Ciala, Luluk.
This is going to be the best retirement day I've ever been a part of.
Yeah.
How many have you been a part of?
I'm not going to answer
He's
that.
the Vietnam flashback.
Okay.
You guys know what crew I'm part of. It's
I
bad.
know. Okay, I know.
Not good news. Not good news.
Mm-hmm. Ugh.
But yeah, you guys sail out and take the day. Kelfor, upon coming in, you had rolled very well to avoid the ice flows or icebergs, anything of the sort. So won't make you roll. Is there anything anyone wants to do on the trip over?
Hmm. Nothing that I can think
Do you
of.
have any spells that would do anything?
While you're looking, I've had this in my notes for ages now, and I keep forgetting to ask. What flags is the Crimson Marlin flying?
Hmm. Oh shit. Would we have gotten new flags whenever we upgraded the ship?
You would have the standard Lind flag. Other than that, there is a flag with the Slayers Guild symbol on it to denote faction. But on the Locata, you probably had a couple other flags, including a Scarves flag.
Oh, I'm throwing that one out.
It could be
Actually, wait,
useful.
no, wait. Yeah, I was about to say it could wait.
That
That's
could
my
be-
emotions talking. It's very useful, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Sorry, I just fucking hate the scarves.
Like around your neck scarves?
Yeah.
The red
Okay.
scarves. Yeah. I think I would make it like I would make us agree upon one. Would you guys want something like the Slayers Guild with like fire breath in the background or something like that?
I mean, that could be cool.
That wouldn't
I
be too bad.
mean,
A dragon's head with fire coming out of it, and the Slayers Guild in front.
Or maybe because what does the Slayers Guild emblem look like again, Matt?
It's sort of a it's an upside down triangle with a couple like runes around it, but for the flag, it's really just the upside down triangle.
I was gonna say maybe we can have like the dragon head breathing out like the Slayers Guild emblem or something like that.
Yeah, no, I think I know exactly what you're talking about as Drac does a quick sketch. You mean something like this?
Shut the fuck up. I knew you were gonna do that.
You're so right.
He's so right for that.
Brave, even.
That's revolutionary, even.
Yeah,
We can-
yeah,
we
no, I
can
think
have-
it could.
We can have the Doobie Ragger up there.
The Doobie Ragger.
Not
Oh,
the,
son
not
of
the
a bitch.
Doobie Ragger.
It do be Ragger. But anyway.
Which also Kelfor on the scarves flag. It's obviously a red flag with this symbol on it, the S carbuncle.
Yeah.
Which is the symbol for Grimm's fleet.
I mean, we can probably put that on the dummy ship, right?
For sure.
Well, not the red scarves one, because we would want that flag back. And I'm letting you know right now, we're not getting that ship's going down. I think we could just do like currently right now like a sailor, like a regular flag for the dummy ship,
Mhm.
and our flag. Maybe it is just flames with the Slayers Guild behind it, because we are on the Flaming Marlin or the Crimson Marlin, right?
Yeah.
Something you could feasibly talk to maybe Jacques about would be like for the banneret at the end of the flag being like a flame pattern. Be cool.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like how the Buckeyes has that weird fucking cape thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep this idea.
Yeah.
We do a skull and crossbones, but it has a giant elongated nose.
Actually, let's
You
get a straw hat.
Yeah, let's get a straw hat on it.
Yeah, there we go.
Actually,
no, here I was
let's make
thinking
it
it
a
was because
clown.
Marlins have those the fish long
Actually,
nose.
yeah, that actually works.
I was just thinking, it should just be like a red fish.
I mean, if we wanted to keep it in line with the name, but a fish,
Yeah, no,
a
I'm not
fish that
creative.
breathes fire.
Hit him with the
Hit him with the Usopp.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I love it.
cool. So on the dummy ship, you're putting just a Lind flag and then what else?
I was gonna just put like a regular, like, because sailors have their own flags, right? When they're sailing, like a fishing.
Yes, and yeah, you would have a stock of those.
I feel like we would put one
Yeah,
there.
just
So
denoting like sailor merchant. They tend to be just like colored bannerets.
Mhm. I mean, on ours, we could just do the red scarves for now. Maybe just in case we run into the red scarves out here.
Yeah. Just have a couple other flags on standby just in case the Red Scarves flag is not the most ideal. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, if you're flying the red scarves flag, if someone fucks with you, they're either they don't know what they're running into, or they have a lot more ships behind them.
yeah.
Or they're part of the blue scarves.
Don't even get me started at the violet scarves.
Bruh.
Cool. So you guys yeah, you run the mast with just standard sailing flags. Denoting like fishermen, since this is a fishing vessel. And yeah, after a bit, you guys make it out to the general location where the ship will be traveling to.
by the way, on the way I am just preparing the ritual for water breathing, and when we find a spot, I can just cast it then.
Cool. So yeah.
You also now have me looking at flags.
Yeah, I know. I was doing the same thing. It's a whole like language, like
Oh yeah.
ship flags.
Vexillology.
But yeah, you reach the general area where you would want to start dropping depth charges.
Okay. I think what will be smart, because the whole gimmick that I want to happen is I want them to be surrounded by the depth charges. So whenever they get hit by one, they're already in the middle of the minefield.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, we have a shit ton of depth charges, don't we?
Yeah.
Yes. You added them to your inventory, so I don't remember the exact number.
No, you're good. I'm looking at it now.
What if-
Think. Let me scroll.
What if? Hmm.
We have 8 alarm depth charges and 10 normal depth charges, so 18 total. What I think would probably be one of the smartest things to do is almost set it up like a runway, almost.
Oh,
And
pushing it toward the dummy ship.
pushing it towards the dummy ship. And then after we lay that, we'll start putting the alarm depth charges, which I think putting the alarm depth charges one near the back of the runway, because we can't really control when it goes off with the alarm ones, right? It's just proximity.
Yes, they are proximity based. You can set them to where to basically have a home point where you can set it to your ship. Like Ivan Author Alamir could certainly do it, with just altering the spell components of to where they wouldn't blow up if your ship entered the area.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah,
Alarm spells
like-
are very handy.
yes.
I think we should do something like that then, and then just kind of lay out like a hallway to the ship, pretty much, that closes on the ship, and then disperse the alarms, kind of like intersperse between the ship and everything. So even if like they hit the one depth charge and try to go left or right, they're gonna hit like 3 others.
Right. Cool. So, yeah, you guys take about an hour just laying those out. Yes.
I was gonna say real quick, going back to aesthetic. Hear me out, because we've been talking about fire and dragons, everything like that. We do whatever design we want for our flag, but think about it. Hit it with a continual flame spell, and have it constantly on fire.
That does go hard.
That'd be
That
pretty
is also-
cool.
That is also a possibility of burning our ship.
No, it doesn't burn.
Illusory fire.
It's Yep.
Oh.
It's an ever-burning flag.
Should we just call our ship the Ever After? I mean, let's go.
The Everburn.
The Everburn? Nah.
Burn
I mean, that looks cool as shit. I'm pretty sure when we head back to Lynn and get Jock on that, it's gonna be ballin'.
Set you guys up.
I'm gonna pay him.
Sorry to derail, but
Keep note of the Everburn, because that's if you guys get a bigger ship at some point. Good name for it.
Fun one. All right. Good deal. Let's do this.
Cool. So you guys lay out all these charges where you want them, and then set and drop anchor on the dummy ship, and Alamir will order the Magin to remain on the ship and give it orders. What orders do you want it to carry out?
I want it to keep the ship anchored
Yep.
at the certain point toward the ritual site. So, like, whenever they encounter a ship, it's just there. But whenever a ship of a line size ship approaches, I want it to raise the anchor and turn the ship sideways so it can see the banner.
All right. Yeah.
I like it.
Aren't we also gonna blow the ship up if they try to ram it? Like, we're gonna stuff it with some explosives, if I remember correctly.
I
Wasn't
believe
a
that
plan?
was the plan. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I
let's
think
send off-
it was either rigging it with explosives to detonate at certain points, or turning it into a flaming battering ram that will charge into the ship of the line.
Yeah, my I would say then at that point is like once it turns sideways to show the banner, like if the ship is still approaching, stay sideways. If it stops approaching, turn all the way, go towards the ship of the line.
Ram the ship. Cool.
Ram the ship.
So what explosives are you placing on this ship?
We will have black powder barrels. What kind of other explosives should we have? Because I have fire bombs as well.
Yeah.
A lot of firebombs
think-
would be handy.
Certainly be useful for igniting the black powder.
I think just some fire bombs and black powder. Because I want them to think that our first kamikaze ship hit
Question.
isn't.
How technologically advanced are like our Navy ships?
It depends.
They have jets.
Yeah.
That's actually what I'm trying
air-
to figure out.
Just an
No,
aircraft
they-
carrier. God.
They have rudders
Okay.
still.
So, so nothing mechanical, or so classic.
Not really. There's some Magitech involved, but nothing like Tor yet.
Okay.
Anyway,
I was going to suggest if there was anything mechanical, an electricity bomb would be spectacular.
well, the Magin is a Galvan Magin, so it knows lightning spells.
Well, there you go.
Could we have it just fling spells at the ship, and then whenever it gets close enough, just ignite everything?
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Guys, I think we should start blowing up more stuff more often.
Espionage is fun when it all comes together.
No, I'm here for.
So, with everything in place, as you guys are leaving, you'll go through and activate the depth charges. Ivanoth and Alamir setting the alarm spells to not target your ship. So even if not all of the depth charges go off, they won't affect this ship. Yeah, you guys begin sailing back. Assuming there is nothing for you guys to do right now on the sailing back, or for the rest of the day when you guys get back.
Don't.
Yeah, can't really think of anything. I'm
Go
not
for it.
gonna.
Oh, good.
I was just gonna say I'm not gonna try my luck at fishing again. I'm never getting that lucky again.
Kelfor's brain is completely fried from doing all, like, thinking of all this horrible shit. So
Cool.
he's
So
just
you
gonna
guys
relax.
make it back. Switch your flags out. where you're not flying red scarf colors. Um,
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
make dock and return. So going into the next day, the 20th, is there anything last minute that you guys want to do?
Do you think sabotaging the cannons?
Getting as
'Cause
much
we
as
know-
we could would be pretty helpful.
Did we? If we asked Oromir, did they see them check out the cannons or anything like that already?
Let's see. Evens or odds?
Odds.
They have done a cannon check. Yes.
I think it's time.
I think it's now or never. Yeah.
All right. Who's all hopping on this one?
I have the
I'll go.
I have the tools this time to stone shape. So
So
I will
Drek,
also have-
for Ivanov, Alamir.
All right. And we'll rush and do this real quick. And just try to get it.
hold on 1 second. I can make 3 people total invisible.
Mm.
You make you 3 invisible. I think I'll be fine.
Okay.
And then we're also
Yep.
getting past without trace.
That's not a trace, yeah.
Mhm.
So Kelfor will already have plus 20 to stealth. He doesn't really need to be invisible.
That's why Trace is one of those spells where I was like, man, it's not that good. And now that,
It's so good.
yeah, and I was like, damn, it's actually really good. I'll
Yeah.
just roll normal, and I think you guys get advantage because you're going to be invisible, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and make your stealth checks. Make one for Alamir.
We're looking at 30.
Oh
Nice.
fuck yeah. 17.
I'll be
was on
right,
the face
31.
Of one.
I ended up getting a
27.
23, so 33.
30.
Oh, we both got 33.
I got a 30.
And Alamir, bless his heart, not a sneaky guy, got a nat 20.
Hey. There
Um,
we go.
Alright, Alamir,
so-
I know we're not the best at. What the fuck?
Alamir? Who's Alamir?
Who was
We
it?
forget about him.
So you guys successfully board the ship of the line, ducking around quarters where crew are set up and repairmen are at. You will be, the two of them will be rolling for cannons. Is there anything you two want to be doing?
I'll roll to check where my bombs are to see if they were interacted with, see if they were found, but that's it.
Yeah. Make a perception check.
Cool. That's not one.
Oh.
It's still a 15.
You know,
But-
you know where they're at. Do it at advantage.
Okay. 29.
Another.
29. Me.
I have the observation
God,
feat, so-
that's the one skill you need to not roll in that one on.
None of your bombs have been discovered.
Cool. Sweet. I'm good. I don't have to do anything else. I'll just stick next to you guys.
All right.
Yeah. Cool. Drek, are you doing anything?
Yeah, I'll probably take a look around at the cannons, maybe even look around for something else that I could possibly rig to where it's also a hindrance in the long run, at least.
Sure.
Just anything from the mast, the rigging, something to kind of be last minute faulty.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, you could certainly
Fuck up their anchor.
Well,
I
that's
was-
something I was thinking about. It's like whenever the explosions go off, maybe the anchor. No, Yeah, no, I'm going for the anchor.
What do you want to do with the anchor?
I want it
You
to
can
have.
melt it off so they can't stop.
I want it to still have enough weight to it to where they don't get suspicious.
Right.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be like, guys, I'll be right back. Go back into the water, start alligatoring down, just get right over to the anchor. I'm going to melt off the actual anchor part,
Mhm.
and then bring the chain down a little bit more, and to kind of give it enough oomph to where they think like, oh, our anchor is still here. I'll probably try to meld a little bit of the melted anchor back onto it. That way there's a little bit of weight to it.
Yeah.
And then
When they raise the anchor, can they see the anchor?
that may be a problem.
That is.
Shapen into looking like a little tiny anchor so they don't notice.
You got small anchor energy. It's my personal insult. Like, just chisel that in. Hmm.
So it would be drawn into a hawse pipe, which is attached to the hull. So basically, like, the top part of the anchor would go in, but the hooks, like the claws, are like nestled against the hull.
Okay.
So, but it would still be underwater.
Do you think there's any way you could weaken it enough to where they can pull it, but if it gets dropped again, it's just gonna shatter?
I have an
Because-
idea. Okay, if it gets dropped again. All right, this is okay. Yeah, I need one of your tar bombs and thermite.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna go ahead and go over to where the hawse pipe is. I'm going to try to rig it to where it doesn't get bothered whenever they pull up the chain, but when they release the chain, it hits some friction and sets a spark. And set it to essentially blow right where the anchor is, hopefully
Right.
even possibly hitting the rudder.
You could also feasibly use one of the gallium bullets to weaken
Yeah.
the anchor as well.
That's true.
There you go,
To
bud.
structurally weaken the anchor.
All right. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna go ahead and start working on that quick.
I am down from 3 thermite to 2, which is worth it.
Fine.
Yeah,
Honestly, yeah.
I love-
You guys were planning to go back to Lyra after Ciela anyway, so you can restock there
Mhm.
with butterscotch.
To make them a little bit less
Butterscotch is a
suspicious.
friend
Yeah.
and chemist
Yeah,
of the
Okay, I was
Colonies.
like, the
who was
candy?
recently joined the Slayers Guild.
named after the candy.
I was like, you guys just really into butterscotch candy? I'm not.
Yeah,
here
that's
to
how we.
judge.
That's where we get our thermite. We go to a butterscotch candy shop.
L4 can down some butterscotch. No,
The
Yeah,
only
it's
No,
like
the
thing
how-
party has
I
a bad
feel like-
record, bad track record with candy salesmen.
It's like how Los Pollos Hermanos is a chicken shop, but in the side they do meth.
the meth is the butterscotch.
Yeah, the meth is.
Watching a lot of Breaking Bad recently.
No,
That was like the second-
we just fucking love Breaking Bad.
Just quoted a lot.
Oh,
It's so
Yeah.
good.
Adam's been
I'm
watching it.
Yes. Sarah and I actually got done with El Camino a little bit ago, and that was
Oh,
really
nice. Yeah.
good. But yeah, so rigging that up with gallium.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Make,
fucking god.
Honestly,
make
hold
a-
on.
Either sleight of hand or with what you're doing, I could allow athletics.
Could I also be there to assist him in any way
Yeah,
since I'm handing him the stuff?
So no thermite, no friction to the chain, just gallium.
I think honestly the thermite's not bad because thermite does burn underneath water. It is going to still weaken the chain. Gallium will just make it also weaker.
Would the rudder also be like battened down like by screws that are metal, metallic, or anything like that, or is it all wood?
No, with this ship it has to have some metal. With how big it is.
Yeah, there's metal, like it's a metal fortified hull. It's still wooden, but it's got like metal on the outside.
It'd weaken their rudders still in the end.
It would.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So setting up the thermite, tar bomb, and gallium, that gallium's gonna go everywhere.
Good, yeah.
I mean,
So-
it is stuffed in a little musket ball, so.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, hey. All right, I'll go ahead and go for that sleight of hand. And you're helping?
Yeah, I got you, bud.
Ruby.
Send a picture. of
Butterscotch is also awesome.
Let's see. My sleight of hand is not as great, but that is still a 12.
Well, okay.
So
Yeah, I could say with Kelpor assisting you, you would have the help action.
Deal.
So you roll with advantage.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, that was with advantage.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a 9 and an 8.
You hate to see it.
On Forge. You're able to get it on there. You are not like terribly confident in it. Like you're not worried about it blowing up. The problem is that potentially when they like raise anchor, it may like come loose or something like that.
Yeah.
But you're not really crunched for time at the moment, being at the bottom of the sea at night. So you're able to get it there. You know, it should be fine. It
Okay.
just I will roll for it when when they raise anchor to see.
All right. Good deal.
Yeah. So Ivanov,
Mhm.
you and Alamir are going around. How many cannons do you guys want to try to make inert?
As many as possible.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a percentile.
Okay. Oh, that sucks.
Oh, I thought that was 100 for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
I know, I thought so too.
Yeah, I saw the 0 and I'm like, maybe.
So between you and Alamir, you guys, you have to like dance around guards and repairmen a bit more, but total you're able to seal the firing chamber on the cannons for 30 or 49 of the cannons.
Gotcha.
So it has 71 left. But it helps.
I don't suppose
Is it still-
casting Stone Shape would get me any reroll, would it?
No, because I'm not having you roll for like success. It's how many you can
Yeah,
get to.
I gotcha.
So yeah, but still, that's 50 less cannons that will be firing on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, um, cool. So, anything else you guys want to do to the ship?
I'm gonna spit.
Mm, hmm. I mean, is there something we could do to the mast at all? Like the
I think
mast? or
I think the mass is gonna be obvious. That's the only
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I
Hmm.
mean, you could feasibly weaken some of the ropes, but
At
Could
that
you?
point, we're just reaching.
hard to guarantee that they would fail when you need them to, you know.
Yeah.
Would it be too suspicious if you made a bunch of little holes in it? Because if it can't catch wind right, it'll be weird. I don't know if the mast is currently raised or not, but if it was currently down, you
It's
could
not.
make
It's
some holes.
folded.
I think
Uh,
that would be noticeable.
And I feel like if
mm,
the thing is I don't want them to realize stuff because if they do, they're gonna be like, oh, they fucked with us and immediately shoot at the town.
how long of
Yeah.
a ship ride is it? Like
It's a
to get to the
5
ritual?
hours.
5 hours.
5 hours? Maybe setting something up to whenever they raise anchor or move out of the port, something drags and like loosens one of the planks and they've got a leak going. Nah.
I don't
Honestly,
want,
what we've got right now is good.
I just don't want to risk anything that happens whenever they leave because it'd
That's the
be
problem.
if it happened 2.5 hours into the trip, I feel like they're gonna just still keep on pushing
Yeah.
because they're like, we're gonna get this ritual done anyways. So
Yeah.
when we finish the ritual, we'll go back and blow up the town. Is what I think they would think of.
What if we take the moon and push it somewhere
The
else?
moon.
You take the moon, and you take the moon.
Because they need a
Push it
full moon,
somewhere
right?
else.
They need a full moon,
While
so
while we're still on the ship, I would like to see if there are any magic items.
Absolutely. Where do you want to search for the magic items?
Just more so a general, like, get a ping on something that feels big.
Gotcha.
Doesn't
So not
have-
looking to take anything, but be made aware of.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So that way when we come back, I'm gonna take their shit.
Smart. Before it sinks to the fucking bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
I don't think we're cheeky enough to go into captain's quarters, are we?
Oh no, I'm not even gonna try.
Feel like they've
I
got something.
know if there's anything good, it would be in there, but
I mean, I might be able to get in there, but I'm not gonna risk it.
no, because if she notices something is missing, that's a dead ringer.
One thing I
Yeah.
think of her, she's very perceptive. So
This is
If I knock over a book.
This is more so getting information, not trying to take something.
Yeah.
So,
completely fair and
So-
valid.
As awesome as it would be.
so
Man,
I
so
guess we'll,
remember stealing? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Do you need me to roll Arcana?
Yes, please.
Okay. 23.
23. So, around on the deck, you find this.
Is that a fucking flamethrower?
Midas has a new weapon.
That is a flamethrower. Midas is gonna be a happy boy when we get done with this mission.
Yes, this is a flamethrower for Alchemist's Fire.
Alchemist Fire.
You also find among the harpoons seemingly a sort of last ditch use. It seems to be electrified
I'm coming back for that thing.
and quite powerful. Um, and then where all are you searching for items?
More so inside the ship. The weapon, like the weaponry, if it's open, which I imagine
Okay.
is where I found these, but
Yeah. Um.
is
Make
there a not a stockade, but just like a stash?
yeah. There's like an armory where
Well,
like
I meant like a treasure stash.
oh yes, there certainly is.
Gotcha.
Um. Make an investigation check.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, not that great, but 15.
15. Um. Among the treasure, you find a few interesting things. One that immediately catches your attention is this book with a face on it.
Yo, is he mogging at me?
He is mogging. Um, you also find this.
Okay, that looks pretty neat. Can I not a ritual, but a full just a slot cast identify on that book?
On the book, yes. You see as you look at it that this one second. So this is a tome of lost knowledge. It has a few abilities. One being absorb knowledge, which whenever a creature within 60 feet of you casts a spell, you can use your reaction to make an intelligence check, and on a success, that spell is added to this tome.
So it's a spell storage book.
It is a spell book.
It's a spell focused, right?
Yes.
So I have to cast the spell to get it in there?
No. Anything within 60 feet of you. If a spell is cast within 60 feet of you, you can use a reaction.
It's blue magic.
To make an intelligence check, and if you succeed that check, which is 10 plus the spell's level, it is automatically added to the book.
It's Kakashi, the copy ninja. I love it. Just quickly.
Goddamn.
Also,
that's mine.
Goddamn.
You can replace up to 3 of your prepared spells after each short rest. And while holding the book, you can use an action to channel its hidden knowledge to gain proficiency in one skill or tool of your choice until the next dawn. And if you are already proficient in it, you get expertise.
What if you're already an expertise in it?
Nothing happens.
Yeah.
Fuck!
No more snake.
I want to snake harder. No.
God, I would love to take that right now, but
Make another intelligence check, if you would.
I want to know what that ropecaster is.
Arcana.
21.
Okay. You feel that this book has a curse on it as well.
Ooh.
All right.
Hmm.
Looking at it, it's not like a terrible curse.
Yeah,
You know,
Um,
that
You just become
removes
lactose
her.
intolerant.
yeah.
I can deal with that.
So basically, the curse on it is that you are unwilling to part from the book, keeping it within reach of at all times. And you are compelled to use this as your spell book. And each time you prepare a spell from another spell book, you take psychic damage equal to that spell's level.
You know, who
So,
has
like,
removed
no, wait, hold on.
curse.
I take psychic damage equal to that spell's level. So, like, if it's just the first level spell, it's 1 damage.
Correct.
That's not that bad at all. Hmm.
But basically, it wants you to use only this book.
Yeah, I know.
So-
I know a certain warrior that had a spear like that.
Yeah. That's
God, that would be so helpful.
something that you see that resonates with your blood is a
no.
shield. Uh,
Oh, Daddy! What is that?
this is
No
a shield
way.
made from the horn of a blue dragon. And it is it essentially has charges of lightning damage held within it.
Okay, that is pretty cool.
Julia, does your character use two-handed weapons or one-handed weapons? That's valid.
Staff is a two-handed weapon.
That doesn't matter for me. I can't even use a shield.
Yeah.
That would be nice to have, though. I am going to keep that in the back pocket. I am more so interested in that fucking book.
Yeah.
Because learning any spell, that's like compelling to one of Ivanot's flaws, a mechanic we don't use.
Yeah.
Whew. I'm going to keep an eye on that. As soon as we start this heist, I'm going downstairs and I'm going to find this thing.
As long as it doesn't burn with the rest of the ship, the thing will be good.
Oh, yeah. If we can salvage any of this stuff, there's a lot of good treasure in there.
Also relevant, a scroll of mapping.
Is it an auto cartography skull?
Pretty much.
Yeah. That would be handy.
Seems to be used for navigation, and also finding things in particular. There's one other. Where did it go? There it is. You do see another shield. This one also seemingly draconic, somewhat in not necessarily nature, but certainly appearance.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
Oh, it's
A
times
nice.
like
That's
these.
a nice looking.
It's times like these I really consider making Shield Master a feat.
Yeah,
Oh,
really.
Shieldmaster is a great feat if you're like a
Shieldmaster's
fighter or a paladin.
Fantastic.
Oh, it's perfect.
Fantastic.
But I'm a wizard.
Make a religion check for me.
That is a 24.
Looking at this dragon shield, the forgework one, you don't feel much at first beyond a magic item, but as you as you feel it, you feel something familiar, and you feel a bit of hum from the Morning Blade.
Ooh.
I cast Identify again.
Identify. So this is a brass shield, +1 to AC, and when a creature within 5 feet of you misses an attack, you can use your reaction to retaliate with a shield. When you do, a gout of fire erupts from the shield, forcing a dexterity throw. On a fail save, they take 3d10 fire damage and are set alight. Until they take a full action to douse the fire, they take 1d10 damage at the start of each turn.
God damn.
And importantly, this item seems to be asleep, as it were.
There's sentience to it.
Not necessarily
Damn.
like a full sentient item, but it seems like being unattuned to anything. It's not where it normally would be. I'd say with the Identify, make another religion check with advantage.
Okay. Give me just a second. Religion with advantage. Another 24.
24. As you run your hand along it, you see a bit of fire ignite in the eyes. And you can feel that the shield itself is very warm, and feeling it, it feels like you are basking in the sun's light. So with that, you can feel that this may be a relic of Somis, the sun goddess.
God, if I were playing any other campaign character, I'd be fucking freaking out right now. It would be so easy to just take them right
Send the
now.
base description.
As Ivanov just sees all of these items, he salivates, and eventually the saliva evaporates from the fire, like building up in his mouth.
Nice.
It'd be so easy to just take them right now, but I can't.
Still got that dragon blood in him.
Yep. This is the most that dragon blood, the dragon greed has come through.
Yeah.
I have a plan. Not gonna take them now, but I know exactly what I'll do.
Yeah, and with your intelligence, you remember where in the ship this is. May have to go diving after the battle, but
That's fine.
certainly worth it.
I didn't say I was gonna wait till after the battle. I could take a turn or two to just to book it. I have a good spell for a situation like this.
Yeah. But yeah, so that is the main stuff you find. There are plenty more magic items here.
Ivanov just I can go back for it. I'm gonna go back for it. Okay. I have a good idea where this is all gonna be. I
Yeah.
think I'm good.
Cool. So you guys all finish up sabotaging the ship of the line, and you all make your way out successfully. And yeah, so last minute, like, it's the night of the 20th. Is there anything final before go time that you guys want to do?
I could really kill for a back massage. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, let's find the massage parlor again.
Let's
There's
do
no
it.
spas here.
What? There's no hot springs.
Nope.
Why are we even here, guys? Let's leave. There's nothing I can think of.
I think strategically we've done everything we could feasibly do without raising a very loud alarm.
Yeah, I think the only thing would be to check in with everybody else who's going to be staying here and making sure that they're ready to go. But
Yeah, you guys head back to the tavern, and you can see a lot of the people that you have met here in Ciala seem to be gathered, and they are clamoring. Make an insight check. Anyone who would like to.
I need to know if they're freaking out. Because if they are, I'm going to say stop that.
oh wow, no way.
Wow.
That's an 11 for me.
Does anyone else want to make an insight?
I got a 17.
Let's fucking
Give me a
go.
Just plain old insight.
Can I? What's Ares inside at?
Good question.
Ares can really read people.
Ares and Nebia, I guess, because I feel like Nebia's wisdom is pretty good.
Ares has a +0 to insight.
Okay, that's fair.
Emmy has a +7, so let's
Nebia
see
has a
what we
+1.
got.
Have you rolled yet, Emmy?
19 plus 7.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
I was
Nice.
gonna cast Silvery Barbs on myself to be like, someone please.
Moss?
Meanwhile, while you guys are doing all this explicable lore stuff, is there rafters?
Oh no.
Like, is there ceiling beams?
In the end, yeah.
Yeah, Emmy is up.
In the raft.
Yeah. She, you know, she's like, you guys are using all your brain power. I'm gonna go monkey mode. She's just up.
So, upon entering to all of these people here, Abril, the bartender, of course, is here. Sigmund is here. Marvari, Relius, and Brayton, all here. They look over to you, and Moss and Emmy, you guys are able to see a bit of panic in everyone's eyes. And Relius will go over to you, to your group, and say, "Good, you're here. Lar has been taken."
Come again?
Which one is that?
Lar was the cleric of Byra, who was keeping the church.
So that's their target.
Emmy jumps down from the rafters.
Fucking Superman lands and the floor actually cracks.
She turns around and she's gonna walk out the door. She puts Hopper, clasps him around her neck, and she's like, "Well,
I know you're snapping, Emmy. We can't just barge out like that.
that's
You
not
know
Emmy
where.
snapping. That's Kelfor."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
I
me
thought,
with the lighter.
God, I thought that was you snapping.
No, Emmy is starting to walk.
Emmy, don't get hasty.
Yeah.
I guess she'll
Emmy,
poke her head
you-
back in. She's gonna ask, "Where?
Yeah, where?
Go where? To
She-
where?"
I'm not sure. She either the Navy headquarters or the ship. I don't know.
Could we make a general thing, like kind of be like, oh, she's gonna be part of the ritual.
I've already assumed that.
Don't even have to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems that she's going to be the sacrifice for this ritual.
Cool. I thought there was 2 more, so doesn't someone else also have to go?
No, they need to be separate.
It's one per ritual. So for this ritual, she was the one chosen.
Okay.
It's gonna be like that. Okay. Well, cool.
There's Emmy, Drac, Ares, Ivanov, Nevia, Kelfor, Moss. There are 7 of us. Non-even number. I need someone strong with me. I know we don't like to separate, but we need to find him. Find them. They are not supposed to die yet.
Can I make a history check real quick to see if she needs them dead first or if the ritual's gonna take place in Sea?
Yeah, go ahead.
18.
You remember from Issair's ritual that, and examining the bodies after that, when you found where the sacrifice site was, that the ritual itself pulls all of the magic out of them, essentially. So it is the completion of the ritual that kills them.
No, what I'm trying to figure out is if
She would have to
needs-
die on the ritual site. She would die
Yes.
on the ritual site.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. She has to die at the ritual site.
Yeah,
Correct.
they can't do the ritual without her still being alive.
Guys, if we rush right now to try to save them,
The ship of the line is here. They will bombard the town.
I think the best idea we possibly have, because if we start shooting that ship, we're not going to know exactly where she is. We don't want to accidentally, I think
gonna
one
have-
of us
yeah.
one of us is going to have to sneak on the ship.
I volunteer.
It would be between you or Kelfor, I would say.
I volunteer because not only can I get in there relatively stealthily, if something does go wrong and things go kaboom, I will just wrap my body around her and we get out of there.
I like Drac's idea.
Should we have 2 people just in case?
I will go.
I don't want to chance one of you guys getting killed.
I can.
No.
Mother in Christ, we're going to be doing that anyways.
Yeah, Drac.
Hey,
Drac.
Listen,
Drac. No.
I can keep
We've
me
experienced-
safe.
you guys can't handle fire like I do.
Yes, I can.
Zormir comes up and he says, "I'm stealthy and I resist fire."
Okay, Zormir then.
You guys resist it, but we rigged that thing to high hell.
Come on, man. You know what my dex score is? I'll be fine.
And Drek, for future reference,
You'll be fine.
for future reference, we've witnessed the end of the world together. You do not have to go on your own.
Listen, I'm not saying this out of I feel like I am stronger than you guys in this instance. I'm not saying this is a thing of I want to do this alone.
Okay? I believe
It's just a matter of
Pragmatics.
more than likely everyone will be alive. There's a higher probability of that if I go in by myself. We can at least have some of you guys on stand.
I gotta check something. Sorry. You guys keep on talking. I gotta check something for Shadow Monk.
Ooh, that's also good.
If I was 11, I could stay in. If I was a level 11, I could stay in the shadows and stay invisible forever until I make an attack.
Not quite
But I'm
there
not
yet.
No.
But also, if you need to get onto the ship quick, if something does go really wrong, you can teleport and you have evasion. So you're one of the better people to.
The thing is
Get
I
on.
can also make sure that we're invisible for most of the time.
Yeah.
Like, we have high stealth. Emmy would also make sense, but also I'm worried because that is a healer down.
Yeah.
I agree.
And a healer behind enemy lines is scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, if you're planning to engage in combat with the ship, you'll probably want the healer on deck.
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree. Emmy, you cannot go.
I think
That's
Go ahead.
That's fine. We just got to go.
It makes sense, Drac, for you to go by yourself, but I think I should join.
Please, Drac.
I am also good at swimming.
Yeah.
Eventually I can
Okay.
run on water, but not yet.
Well-
Stormir will say, like, hey man, you gotta captain the ship. Like, let me go. We got our sending stones. Something goes ass backwards, I'll message you.
Okay. I trust you guys.
You and me.
Alright.
Also,
Before you go, I am going to cast Goodberry, and I'm going to give both of them 2 each.
Nice.
If one of you goes down, you need to make sure the other one eats that.
And possibly for her.
When you guys find her, tell me exactly where she is on the ship, so I know where not to shoot.
And bring
Sure.
her to me if it's bad.
Okay, getting into the head of our enemy, more than likely she's going to be kept with the Admiral or Unmaker at all times. There is going to be something down.
The thing is, though, they're not going to kill her.
They would have to kill her in a specific way. But
They've got to kill her in a specific way, yes, but at the same time...
Drac makes a point. They are going to still be well guarded. Not to hold her as hostage, but to hold her in protection.
Yeah. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, they could use somebody else.
Are they still putting supplies on the ship currently for the ship of the line?
Yeah, they seem to be loading it up to set sail in the morning.
You guys should hide in one of the crates.
I'm small.
Emmy, you're not going. You cannot go.
Not on this one. Not after the toffee. Yeah, no, she got swallowed by a toffee spider hag.
Wasn't that bad?
You were one round away from dead.
Not dead. You get
Unconscious.
Digested.
you get unconscious.
However, the acid would
That's not okay. This is not important right now.
would fail you 2 death saving throws each turn.
Yes, it would have killed her if we weren't faster.
That would have been rough. Okay. So Zormir
Hadn't even
and
my
I
heel.
will sneak on there and try to find the location of. Wait, what was her name again? I'm sorry.
Gwendolyn?
Lar?
Oh,
No.
Lar.
Lara. We'll find the location of Lara, get that pointed out to Ivanov before we do anything. I think that's the biggest thing going for us is they may have the cards in their hand. They've got Lara, they've got the ship of the line, they've got all this. But we've also got our own things of we've got the ship booby trapped, and we decide when shit goes down.
Honestly,
We can still take them by surprise.
maybe our signal is when you guys get off the ship.
Yeah. And if not, I could let out a roar and just.
We got
I
the
mean-
Don't
sending
forget,
stone.
yes, Zormir has the sending stone as well.
Zormir, if something does happen to where we are caught or found out before we can even remotely grab Lara, try to get her off the ship. And I'll see what I can do.
I can do that.
Also, this is gonna sound horrible, and I understand that. I'm not really a very moral person, I know that. If it's looking rough, and there's no way out, there is thermite in the black powder room.
True.
I know.
And I know you don't take fire damage.
That's the thing.
Get everyone focused on you, Drac.
Mhm.
Take them to the black powder room. If it gets to that point.
And it may. It may. But we'll see. We'll see if we have fun.
Don't have too much fun. Save some for
Still
us.
need you.
Listen, I do not plan on dying.
I don't
no, I
think
didn't
I
say
don't
dying.
think you'll die. It's just this is a lot to take in.
It is. But we've handled worse. And a lot more last minute.
Emmy, are you still outside of the tavern?
Yes.
Okay. As the night gets a bit on, after a while, as it seems a lot of the supplies have been loaded onto the ship, you see exiting from the headquarters is Vice Admiral Gwendolyn Vestra, and following behind her is the Unmaker, who over his shoulder is carrying an unconscious Lar.
Emmy is going to, with all the grace that her body bestows to her, turn, look to the group. We gotta go now. And she'll point where they are.
I can cast invisibility on both of you, so that will give you a good head start.
Well, before we go invisible, Zormir, get on my back.
All right.
Just
Say
be
less.
all right, just be sure you hold on
Oh,
to
darn.
you hold on to the shoulder plates so you won't fall.
Right.
It's like riding a bicycle.
Just
Yeah,
just
he's
do
got
whatever.
the
Don't
horns.
fall.
Make it work.
The horns, really? Come on, man.
Okay, well, be careful about the horns because it feels weird for him. It's like grabbing a horse by their ears.
All right. Hop on as I go for a piggyback.
All right. So you guys go out and
Hit us, Ivanov.
I gotcha. California, you might want to do Pass Without a Trace as well.
I will go pass without a trace, and I'll run with you guys until you hide.
Sounds good.
so make stealth checks. All at
Actually,
Advantage.
since Cal4 is also going, I will use one of my 4th levels. So he will
Okay.
also
Okay.
so he will also be invisible.
So yeah, all of you go with advantage.
Okay.
All right, it says 27, but it's really 37 because I forgot to add the 10.
Right.
Yes, so don't forget to add 10 to yours as well, Adam.
That's gonna be 27.
Zormir got a
We're fucking
34.
tied, bud.
All right.
Zormir got a 34. So yeah, you guys are able to make it onto the ship. Where will you guys be hiding at?
I mean, honestly, the cargo space would probably be a good place. Going below,
Let's
Out
just
of
skip the
sight.
semantics. Just go in the brick. I'm kidding.
honestly, we'll go below, but keep an eye out just in case. I mean, I'm assuming since we're flying, we're probably going to beat the Vice Admiral.
Yeah.
Actually, before we even go down there, I want us to actually see where they take her.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so you guys get ahead and then follow the two of them down, and you see that down in the brig is where they leave her, and Lock and Key and Gwendolyn keeps the key on her person. You see her put it back in her coat. And she gets two of the seamen to stand guard, and then she'll go to the Unmaker and say something to him, and then walk off as the Unmaker stays right there.
Brig.
Could I try to hear what they say? I'm with you guys until like you guys are set up and I'm leaving.
Okay, so you're with them.
I was gonna say you can read lips, right?
Yeah, I can
Yes,
read lips.
yeah. He is observant. So yeah, you're able to read Gwendolyn's lips as she says, "Stay here until we arrive at the ritual site, and don't let that door open. Period. Unless I myself come down here, don't do anything. Even other
Right.
soldiers, if they try to get the door open, kill them on sight."
Yeah.
Mm,
No, that sounds about right.
a nice disguised self would actually be great.
I don't know that spell.
I'm
no one in the
checking.
vicinity knew it either.
Dude, imagine being the Vice Admiral and just being like disguised self, talk to a couple sailors and be like, "Oh yeah, go get the prisoner." Have them get killed on sight.
Yeah, and then keep on telling every fucking Navy person, go get the prisoner.
Just a pile of bodies outside.
It's gonna get to the point where it's just like, there's a lot of bodies
Unmaker's
down
like-
there. Eh.
Is this okay?
Yo, what's
Oh, are
going
those
on?
guys
What
okay?
the fuck is going on down here? Whoa, man,
They're-
everyone in trouble!
Listen, I'm just saying, the Admiral really just left two different problems that can be solved by gallium in one spot. A locked door and a metal dude.
I am, before I leave you guys, after I find all this out, am just gonna hand you the rest of my galleon bullets. Because at this point, I don't think I need them with how much we sabotage that guy, and we also have Arati to shoot.
Arati still has hers. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
just
hand
kinda-
it to you guys, so.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna
how many
pat,
did you have left?
I think 4.
4. Okay.
I
So,
gave
2
I gave 5 for the guy to be sabotaged, and I think Arati gave 2.
Yeah.
And then I gave 1 to Drac to do the anchor sabotage thing.
That's right. So yeah, 4.
I'm gonna give Zormir 2, and then this probably is not very
Don't-
healthy for me.
Don't mix them up with the good berries.
This probably isn't going to be very healthy for me, but after a certain point, I'm just going to be like, all right, well, I've got an idea. And eventually, when the time comes, I may pop them like a Pez dispenser and spit them out.
That's rad as hell.
Badass. Also,
Horrible
I'm gonna
for
pat-
you.
I'm gonna pat both you guys on the back. Good luck. I know you guys will do good. Also, what a dumb fucking bitch. I can't wait to kill her. And I'll run away.
Okay. So you guys get situated where you're going to be for the next day or so.
Yep. Just make sure that we're heavily covered up and at least have a decent line of sight on
Yeah.
the brig at all times.
Yeah, you guys managed to get into part of the cargo hold that has a bit of a view of the brig, and managed to get yourselves covered in like sort of the cloth harps that they're using to secure the cargo. And yeah, so tomorrow's the big day. So
I also just realized the fucking Magin we sent out doesn't know the time thing, so when they run up, the Magin's gonna be like, it's time.
there was no time given. Which, to be fair, you guys
didn't
don't
really
really know
know.
exactly what time.
Yeah.
We just said when it comes by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is technically a time limit on trying to get her out there before shit goes down.
All right. Yeah, I mean, we can. I'm going to be talking with Zormir a little bit before we lose our invisibility and, like, get near a bunch of sailors. Like, first part of the plan, I mean, being that Unmaker is literally just standing right there, we're going to have to take him away from the door somehow. And I don't know about you. I'm cool with being a great distraction. You go in there, gallium up the lock, get her out. I make a big show, spit gallium in his face, and we book it.
I like that plan.
Remember, when he starts using his weapons, the gallium's gonna fucking activate.
True. Cool. So, Kelpor, you go back to the tavern, and you guys.
I'm immediately
talk-
gonna ask if any fucking wizard that we have has disguise self.
Silence is also there. And she'll.
Actually,
You
yeah,
can
that
only
makes
do it
sense.
to your. Oh, you can't talk. Oh,
Just like,
oh, it doesn't. Wait, I have minor illusion. I can make you
Sure.
sound green. I can make. You
Yeah,
just have to
you can create
mouth the
sounds with
words.
minor illusion. Yeah.
yeah, I guess that's true.
Backup plan.
So will Silence be coming with you guys?
Who's all gonna come with us to sail out?
Main
Crimson
crew.
Mayhem and the Blackgate Company.
Yeah.
Um, the rest are up for either staying in town to protect it or coming with you guys.
Also, Silence is a vampire, so we probably
Yes.
don't want Silence out in the open sea.
Yeah, I think Silence should probably stay and protect the
Running
town.
water. Yeah, Silence,
To be fair,
Dad.
the ocean isn't running water.
But in
Silence,
Castlevania,
my
they all
dad.
died.
Yeah.
That's because they made it the water holy.
Holy!
And they actually made it run, so.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
I
I still
think
wouldn't-
Vargas is also going to be back in the town as well, right?
Yes.
He's one more asset we have.
Vargas is
A
staying
big
in-
one I want to know. Do we want Olimir to stay here or go with us?
He should come with
I
us.
think,
Okay.
yeah, come
I-
with us.
Yeah, that's what I figured too, but wanted to make sure.
He was the one that fucking threw the tsunami at the fucking other boats. The fiddlebacks? Remember
Hey,
the terrifying
you know what's
fiddleback?
funny? I also have that spell now.
Ivanhoe learned Tsunami. But yeah, so really the main people who could come with you are Brayton, Relius, and Sigmund.
What about any of the Sigmund actually wouldn't be bad to possibly have another ship out there.
Yeah, he could bring his ship.
So we can have kind of like a rotating ships. Because we took out most of the not most of the cannons, but we took out around half the cannons, right?
More like 1/3.
1/3? Shit.
A
50 out
little,
of the
a little,
120, so there's 70 still operating.
yeah. So basically, right at 1/3.
Okay. Yeah, the moment we get in ship combat, it is going to be fucking rough. We cannot be in ship combat for long.
Well, that's why we take the main fight to the dick of their ship.
Yeah. I think Olimir will join. What about the failed Slayers Guild guys? The one with the Eagle King?
Oh yeah, they're there too. Yeah, the Far Traveler Company.
What was their classes?
Zavras is a ranger and Anya is a fighter.
I mean, that's not that bad. We could have more people to run the ship.
Yeah. Or they could stay with Sigmund on his ship as well.
Is there any way we can split our group to where we have like enough people to run 2 ships?
I'd say with the size of his ship, yeah, you could.
Okay. The only thing I'm worried about is if we have 2 ships out there. Oh fuck! One of us is definitely going down.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about.
Sacrifice we got.
But if we can plan on which ship it's gonna be, we can minimize our losses as best we can.
I don't want any losses. Alright. Who would all be on Sigmund's ship? It'd be Sigmund, the 2 Rangers and Fighter. Like, how big is this ship? Is it a schooner? A cigarette boat?
It is. It's a schooner.
What if we have his boat as a backup if our boat goes down?
Yeah.
So if we go down for some reason, we have a way to have get on another ship.
Mhm.
It can also be like a recovery point, just in case anyone's like getting really fucked up.
Yeah. So have it not engage in combat, but hang back and in case.
We also should let him know about the fucking mines because his boat is not registered for the mines.
True. But he was the one who got you the mines, so
Okay.
He's aware of them.
Cool. I think that works.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So the last preparations made. You guys take the rest of the 20th to rest, prepare as much as you need to, go over plans with the locals as much as you can. And yeah, tomorrow's showtime. And we'll pick up there next week. Actually, not next week.
The week after.
Let me check something.
Not the 25th. Second? Or not the 24th. Not the 24th, but the 1st.
Give me a sec.
Okay.
That actually really works for my schedule. Great.
Groovy.
Groovy.
Screw up. I can't do the 1st either. I'm working
So-
two weekends in a row. So
So we resume
Okay.
on the 8th.
8th
on the 8th.
All right.
to the 8th.
Then in that case, we
Does
will
that still go for you, Julia?
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's my parents are visiting.
Oh, gotcha.
Fair.
They're coming up tomorrow and they're not leaving until next Friday, and it's gonna be fine. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Not the point.
Hey.
All right, Matt, send us out.
Cool. We'll be back in 3 weeks.
2 weeks.
For 2 weeks.
Ish. You get the point.
We'll be back on the 8th
Yeah, we'll be back on the 8th.
to start the
Full-blown
the
assault.
war against the Vice Admiral and the Unmaker.
Start a war. Get 'em on.
Yeah,
Get
we'll see y'all then. 'Cause
Later,
it's probably going to be
kiddos.
more than one session with all the stages involved. So
Oh yeah, dude, it's
Yeah.
gonna be like 2 sessions.
two,
Go,
depending
Moss,
on how
kick
long
their
it takes
ass.
to secure the town, could be 3.
Oh
And-
god.
And recapping after 2 weeks too. Like
Sure.
All right. We'll see y'all later.
Don't worry,
Alright.
guys. We got
Yeah.
Moss.
We got-
Bye.